so clear, I've always been falling through a life that's upside down. Somehow you turn me around. So stay another night. 'Cause all we have is time. Keep you close and savor the moment. You raise my hopes and don't even know it. In a life that's upside down, somehow you turn me around. So stay another night. 'Cause all we have is time.
How's it going, everybody? Hope you guys are all having a good one. I'm trying to see if I can adjust the webcam stuff so it doesn't look too dark, but I still look like I'm in the dark, even though I have a big old light on me. I don't really know, dude. It might just be my webcam. Maybe it's my webcam that's just going bad at this point, right? Maybe it's like, because it is struggling a little bit to like. There's some setting with the shutter speed of the Logitech, and I've corrected on Logitech, but as soon as I pop OBS, it just like overwrites it completely. Also, we got a new background. I don't know if you guys like it or whatever. It's kind of neat. I am thinking though of just probably retiring the green screen, right? Just so I don't have to deal with it, because it does add an extra, like it messes with the colors either way. So I can't, it's not like I can really do much with it anyway. But how y'all doing? Welcome back. Hope you guys are having a good one. Can I make this any brighter? Is there much I can do besides just give it more gain? I guess I can give it more gain, which I guess that works, but like, it doesn't really accomplish what I'm trying to do. It looks artificial. How y'all doing though? We got more duels over in the EU region, and then hopefully get some games for NA tomorrow if that's even possible. Well, let's see. We'll come to the bridge when we get there. You know what I mean? Let me see who's on, so we can try to see if we can put some groups together. Maybe we'll have again, that was going pink. Like, I don't understand this at all. I don't understand why the colors are just shifting so much. This is why I was like, it feels so artificial, but dude, I don't even know, man. I don't even know, dude. Let's try to see if we can put some groups together tonight. Boys, we got what, this week? And then we got next week? Midnight isn't coming out next week, is it? Is the week after. Wait, login servers full on EU? What is this? Why are login servers full? What is happening? I don't know if I can... Look, you guys see that? I was trying to see if I could shift it so you guys can see it super quick. But why? Is EU crashing? Is there problems today? Can we play some games tonight? Or are we in trouble? What the hell is this? What the hell is that? Also, why do I have eggs on this? What the hell? Why do I have egg basket on this character? What is this? Yeah, let me just do this, dude. I don't even know if I think I didn't even complete my trading post this month so far. I usually try to get it done like day 1, week 1. Oh, that's why. Yeah, the talent thing. Okay, well, let me just put some garbage in and we'll go with that, yeah? We'll just go with that. Oh, Drudy? Okay, so Leo is already making a group. Okay, well, I have to catch up, man. I have to play catch up. I don't know if the special is around. Molten Core. I don't know if the Smirchka is around, but if he is, get in here, my guy. This is a competitive, and here we are. Competitive Molten Core gaming here, boys. Actually incredible. Actually incredible. Let me get the stream thing as well. How to join. Where is it? How to join. There we go. Here we are. Beautiful. I think we're good. Oh wait, also I gotta shrink the UI a little. Beautiful. I think we're good now. I think we're actually set. Also, 4th day in a row and I don't have my butterfly mount. Like, what is happening? I thought I would have it by now. Honestly, I thought it would be good. Radimus, get in here, my man. Radimus, my boy. Radimus, how you doing, my guy? Does Crimson want to join him? Does Meshka, get in here, my guy. Hey, Crimson. We got more 5V5 1v1 DUELS. You're welcome to join some if you wanna. How do I do the thing last week? With a whole, hey, you wanna go? You wanna join? Arbus, I don't remember if you joined those or not. Caw. I don't know that either, actually. Dimish? Does Dimish join these ever? I don't remember, dude. I do not remember. I don't know. True the Fat and Body. Holy, that's a name I haven't seen in like in a second. Kalahari. Kodako. Saya. Hey. Starting a group for 5V5 DUELS right now. And it looks like Drudy's already in the other team, so that'll be fine. Over at the Tauren Warlock. Okay, interesting. Rices? Is that what the name's supposed to be? I don't even say, like, what is that name? Like, I don't know how to say that. You know what I mean? DB Sheep God. I want to see if Shadow will be down. Hey, Shadow, I'm starting up Johnny's group. Yo, we probably should separate Saya and Johnny, to be honest. We probably should separate Saya and Johnny, man. We probably should. 5V5 1v1 DUELS groups. Or 5V5 1v1 DUELS. Let me know if you wanna join some. Yeah. Should probably put you and Johnny on separate groups. Should ideally, I think, putting you guys apart. I don't know if Mint is Elo in any of the groups. I'm assuming Elo would be maybe with Johnny. Usually Elo and Johnny go same team, at least I think they do. DK Healing got nerfed by a lot. Stitch Master Healing. Stitch Master? What the hell is Stitch Master? Wow, DK Stitch Master. Is that the unholy DK? When a lesser ghoul dies, you gather remains to heal for 5% of his max health. Deathstrike sacrifices all lesser ghouls under your command. Really? Yo, what? I didn't realize there was a talent like that. Now it's only 2%, but it still sacrifices all ghouls under your command. That's kind of sick, actually. So you can just summon them a bunch and just like Deathstrike. That's cool. I like the ghoul sacrificing part. I think that's flavorful as hell. I think it's flavorful as hell. Dude's name is French Lover. Ugh. At least somebody loves the French. I feel like that doesn't happen all that often. Does Carl want to join in? Hey, Carl. We're getting some groups up for 5v5 1v1 duels. Let me know if you'd be interested. Okay, if you have to, no problem. Yeah, Saya. Yeah. I think it would be, in my opinion, a good idea. But it's up to you, man. It's up to you. I do think it would be a good idea to separate you two. Just because both of you are pretty strong. So it's just like, if you have one team with like all the hard hitters, it probably is not going to be all that enjoyable for the rest of the squad. You know what I mean? Oh, did you not pick up Ellum? I guess I should reach out to Ella, see if she's down or not. Hey, Ella. There we go. Eloise. But yeah, I had no idea DKs had that as a talent, honestly. But that explains why they got as much healing as they do, or why they were healing for so much. Which was like, Frost doesn't have that, do they? I feel like they just gotta figure out something to make Deathstrike a decent button on itself. It doesn't have to be insane. It doesn't have to be super strong. It just needs to be decent. And it feels like Blizzard just doesn't really know what to do with it, man. They just don't really know what to do with it. Let me see if Arbus wants to join in. Hey, Arbus. Maybe he'll be interested. Who knows? Dude, where is Bayek? That's what we need, man. That's what we're missing, is my boy Bayek. Best part about Bayek is if we ever need a body, he's like, yo, I got you. Yo, I got you. Pavs is a PvE guy. Shadow, Zakari. Did I just hit up Zakari, dude? He's in Thaldras's. Hey, Zakari. I'm just gonna hit him up, dude. I'm just gonna hit him up, see if we can get him in here at all. And if Atha wants to join, hey, Atha, we're getting duels up right now. You're welcome to join if you feel like. It was a treat the last week we had Atha join us. It was a real treat, man. It was a real genuine treat. So yeah. If he wants to, it's up to him. Otherwise, looks like we need what, one more for Team Johnny, two more for my 3 more for my team because I don't count, but that's okay. A log. Okay. Neat. We'll get Zakari, so then I'll need 2 more for my group. Salutations, what's up, Sleepy Sham? Hope you're doing good, my guy. I really do wish I could get YouTube to change the to like back to you guys' original like names, but yeah. Maybe they did it for like probably because people were impersonating other accounts. Maybe that's probably likely what happened. That's probably likely why they decided, oh, let's just go with like whatever the actual like account name is, not let people pick. In a couple of minutes, my boy Atha even said in a couple of minutes. So we got Zakari as well as Atha. So with that, I think I still will need 1 more, but otherwise, ooh. Should I just set up Kalahari and Kodako? Maybe they'll be interested in. I feel like because they're both PvE homies, or yeah, mostly PvE homies. Hey, Gossi. Hey, Gossi. I want to see if we can get Gossagri into these, dude. Unless he's with Johnny already. See if we can get Gossagri into any of these 5v5 duels. Does Anto want to join in? Perma MVP. I feel like I was asking Anto a bunch during like the tail end of War Within, and I feel like he just like checked out completely. And Ben, I could also reach out to Ben once he's out of Eco Domodani. Yeah, I think I'll bug him about it after. Did I bug Dimish? I don't think I did. I'm gonna bug Dimish. Hey, Dimish. Maybe you'll be down. Maybe you'll be down. Perfect. More than welcome to him. More than welcome to him. Is that who we just invited? Perfect. It would invite perfect being. DK Troll DK. What a good name, dude. Okay, so with that, if we can get Zakari and Atho, then I think we'll be golden. And then this team will be at least set. At least for the time being while we have perfect being in here. And then at some point we'll have to swap them out. What's up, people? How's it going? What's up, Nick? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Yeah, who else can I... So I might keep Ben. I'm gonna keep tabs on Ben. Whenever he's out of that key. I'll try to see if I can hit him up. You know what? I'm a hey Kudako. I feel like I might need to clean up my reality list. We clean it up off of people that are not really joining duels as much. Because I feel like at this point it's just like I can keep asking them and they're like, nah, I'm good. And it's like, oh, okay. Go join us up your Dal. Man, how are you? I'm doing pretty good. How about you? We're looking for 2 more for this team and however many for the team you're in with Johnny. Mint. What do we say? Don't play DPS anymore? Oh, gee, friend. Yeah. Mint heals now? I thought Mint did pretty good as Demon Hunter. I would think Mint would enjoy Demon Hunter as they are right now because they're like at their peak. I don't think they nerfed their healing, did they? I don't think they touched that at all yet. Have they? Because otherwise that'd be perfect. Oh wait, Zakari is perfect being? Wait, never mind. I guess I'm gonna invite Gossi. I didn't realize Gossi is not in yet. I thought perfect being was Zakari. Or never mind. Or never mind. I got confused. Okay, I'll see if Gossi will be down or not. Said hi, I'll come in for a few minutes. Yeah, I got confused. I thought Gossi was perfect being. Never mind. Okay, so maybe Gossi will come back to me on that. Maybe they'll come back to me on that. Dude, this is actually the first time in a while that we like took us a minute before we got EU groups going. It's kind of wild to me, man. Did the time zones change already? Did they do like the time zone change or whatever? Because I'm pretty sure once that happens, it's going to be a little bit of a desync for everybody. Because everybody changes their time zones like at a different time, man. Although in US, apparently they were talking about apparently like giving up on that whole time zone change, not doing the daylight hours. Which, like, I don't know who would miss it. I feel like everybody that are locally here is like, yeah, get rid of it. Get rid of it, man. I just want that consistency. Like, having to adjust, having to switch up. It's like, I don't want it. I don't want it, dude. I don't want it. Losing an hour, gaining an hour. It's like, let me just like keep it steady. Because some parts of the US, like Arizona, I think already just don't even do that. They don't even follow that at all. Alrighty. So Atham and possibly Gossim. And then the team will be set. And then the team will be set. Unless I can get somebody else, like Ben. Whoever. See if Kalahari maybe is interested, but I have no idea for certain. Wait, days Thursday, Friday. What time is it in EU? Local time? No, Rome time. Okay, so it must be probably raiding. I'm gonna assume he's raiding, so I'm just gonna let him do his thing. Hando is a PvE guy, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. Yeah. Okay, so then we need what? Like, waiting for Atho, and then waiting for Gossi. Let me know if you need an invite. Yeah, but EU is like 4 or 5. Okay, I'll let Gossi know. Let me know if you need an invite. He just hit me with okay. I don't know if that means like okay, invite me, or okay, I'll let you know. So I have no idea. I have no idea. I have no clue. But I guess we'll just wait and see. Now, is Panda in City of Threads like the dungeon, or is he just hanging out in like the I'm Ask Panda, dude. I'm Ask Panda. Hey, Panda. Yeah, I'm just gonna reach out to him anyway. I'm pretty sure this guy does not PvP duels with us at all, but that's okay. That is a-okay. Alright, now we're just waiting. What's up, Doubt? What's up, Jake? How you doing, my guy? Sounds good, Panda. Sounds good, my man. And did I whisper? I did. What did he say? Okay. Okay, cool. So now we're waiting for Atho and possibly Gossi. Otherwise, we're waiting. There's a queue to get on Overwatch right now. There was a queue to get onto WoW. I don't even know if there's an actual queue to get on Overwatch. There might be just a battle.net thing going on, because it took me like, we were put in a queue just to get into EU realms. So maybe you're right. Maybe it's just a coincidence that both of us had a queue. Maybe like Overwatch is actually popping off and WoW is just accidentally somehow popping off. Peak evening time on a Friday. Very possible, but it also could just be like a battle.net thing, to be honest. It very much could be just like a random BNet thing as well. Yeah, the patch dropped 20 minutes ago. That is bug fixes. There's a lot of bugs. Because so far it seems like the season, like I've been seeing a lot of, like I haven't seen like this many Overwatch clips in so long, dude. I have not been seeing just like random Overwatch clips in social media in so long. You used to see them all the time, whether you played or didn't play, bro. You used to see them all the time, and at some point when they did the whole Overwatch 2 thing, it just kind of like died. And you just saw nothing. And now it's like, apparently it's up. And apparently, like not everybody has Overwatch on Steam. I think a lot of people, majority of people probably have it on Battle.net. But people that do play through Steam, apparently those numbers jumped up. So, kinda good. Kinda good, not gonna lie. Is the other group set? Oh, the other group is still looking for one more. Bro, we are actually struggling out here over on the EU side of things, man. What is going on, Doug? What is going on, bud? Okay, so Gossi and Atho and this group is set. The other team will need a +1. Now I need to know where Johnny's at. Mainly just nerfs and just a few buffs. The game is so back. It does definitely look like it. Although I'd never realized that Overwatch has like, you don't have like quick play like you do in Marvel Rivals. You can just press a button and that's it. It's just queuing you up. Instead, you gotta queue and then you gotta select the role you're gonna be playing and then you gotta sit there for a minute. And I was like, if it's not instant like Marvel Rivals, then I don't really know if I I don't really know if I like it, but yeah. Yeah. Trick. Okay, Trick and Atho. Got it. Got it. Is Trick Gossi? No. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. So maybe Gossi could join the other team. Otherwise, we're set. Otherwise, we are good. Now we just see Johnny. Hopefully get a +1. It had a 69k spike on players in one day and spawned like 6 days before season on stream. There's an open queue. There is open queue. And there's just a queue for all roles and it pops up 30 seconds, if not less. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I was just trying to find like what is the fastest game mode so I could try the new hero. Anron. Anron was actually kind of fun. Not gonna lie, Anron was actually enjoyable. Johnny's is already beautiful. Now Smeshka, I'm gonna make you lead, my man. I'm gonna make you lead and we're good to queue. And the idea tonight is let's just queue as many games as possible. I don't know how it's gonna go over in the NA region. So tonight I'm hoping we get a bunch of queues. As many as humanly possible, chat. As many as humanly possible. Right? Have fun. Good luck. All that good stuff. Anron got buffed? Good. I mean, I liked Anron previously, but it's good that she got buffed up. I was enjoying Anron already. The one game that I got to lock in on her, oh my god, she's fun. She's fun. I like the fire thing. I like the fire thing. I like the mobility. I like that juke she can do just to immune stuff. It's actually kind of sick. Like, it's actually not the worst. Although people are apparently more complaining about, like, oh, the fire doesn't do enough damage. And I thought to myself, like, well, her actual, like, E and then, oh, what is it? Left click, right click do decent by itself. The fire seems like a bonus. You just go for, like, a longer duration just so you can keep farming dot damage just to get your ult going up. But I don't know, maybe buff up some more. She has a 225 plus burst if you cycle our old kids, so it's really risky. Hey, big high risk, high reward. I feel like more chance like that should be in the game. That's kind of sick. Twitch. Oh, look, actually, Blizzard did fix the UI. I can't believe Blizzard actually took the time out of their day to fix the UI. We got names over in the left-hand, right-hand side. We still get this annoying outline, which, I mean, I guess hopefully if I remember, if this video goes on YouTube, hopefully I'll be able to show you guys what the outline looks like and then remove it, right? Yeah, oh, if you're on YouTube, there's a good chance you won't even see it. Errata is going to be open with adaptation. Big damage out of the arcade mage is too fast, trying to end this duel way too fast. Are you playing the Spellslinger build? You are. You must be Spellslinger. You must be Spellslinger. Otherwise, I don't see a Phoenix out of you. Holy! The orb build is almost going to be it. Too fast popped in, sat down for food, trying to see if we can get back in there. And that's where Radimus actually, like, after seeing that damage, is like, you know what? I'm not 100%. I'm going to wait this out. Barrage spam, just try to see if we can get some damage rolling in. Does Barrage spam by itself, is that good enough? Trinket Breath into a poly. This could be an opportunity for Too Fast to make something happen. Trinket immediately for Radimus. That is adaptation. It's automatic, nothing you can control. But more barrages out of Too Fast. Is he setting up some kind of another go here potentially? Because you got another big touch of the Magi available right now if you could make someone work off of it. Try to go for a kick. Actually going to be Juke Baradimus. Does go for a blind. There's going to be some cast out for Too Fast. Does he have the setup, dude? The orbs are flying in once he gets himself the, what is it, clear casting. Bubble still available for Radimus. He does have no longer that immunity, so might be able to get a bubble out of him. Too Fast just continued to barrage him, but might just die, dude. That shield last second. Oh my. Are you running big shield? You are. You need to sit down for food. You have no block. You have no nothing. Radimus sees the win at the end of the tunnel. Oh, he just goes into a big old breath, but unfortunately doesn't connect. The Wake of Ashes already started its animation with Rice's gonna be up next. I'm gonna just call you Rice, man. I'm gonna call you Rice. Let's call it Druidy. But this time on a Destro Warlock. Do you have a pet? You do have a pet. The fellow looking succubus. How do you get that one again? I remember doing a video like how to get all these different Warlock pets when they added a bunch of them. I forget how you get this one. I think it's like Black Temple maybe? Or a dungeon? Some kind of like some kind of content drop. I don't remember. I think they need to add more models. Like they could probably update the succubus model a little more, right? Dang, gotta get back into it. Started playing yesterday, a couple of months back. Hey man, how you doing? We're gonna be doing a bunch of games tonight, so you'll have plenty of time to practice, man. Plenty of time to figure something out. But yo, I like it, the orb build. That thing looking kind of sick, huh? Gonna be adaptation out for Radimus, as it's gonna be fewer lockdown. Rises with a big old decimator bolt. Is gonna get the overfiend. Is that thing doing enough damage? They buffed it up recently. It's bolting. Is it enough? I can't tell. That thing sent out 2 bolts, and I couldn't tell if it was enough or not. Was that any valuable damage at all? That's going to be a port out of Rice. Trying to see if he can position himself. No adaptation for Radimus. Sounds good. Yeah, burst is really good. Yeah, dude, that seems really, really nuts, man. Seems real good, huh? Especially when you get the clear casting procs and you got the orb and get it again. You also got to make sure you're like facing the target at all times with the orb. That is the worst part. We're going to be busting a sake, but it does not stop. The succubus CC, Rice needs to go for potentially movement. That's a full magic immune. I think he tried to go for a Howl of Terror, was not going to be able to connect. Doesn't have any CC available for Radimus. Is going to go for the gate, but I think expect Radimus to maybe chase, but he does not. Radimus, I think, is waiting until adaptation is back up and available. For Rice, he's actually doing just fine. Even though Dawnlight is burning him down a little, he's doing mostly okay. He just got to land a good angle with the succubus CC versus Radimus, and he'll be in a golden spot. Does landed immediate adaptation, so now Radimus, he can actually go in. The fear is going to be very hard. Heart reflected. Oh, you gotta love when a Warlock pulls that one off. Good short fear into Soulfire. Most likely going to go behind the pillar. That whoa, hold on a second. Decimating bolt. That was Soulfire. Never mind, not Decimating bolt. Soulfire was actually kind of good, huh? That Soulfire kind of did some damage. That thing was soulful. Holy. Radimus does have a bubble, so he's got himself a big out. But the question is, I think he's just gonna wait until Wings and Wake of Ashes together, right? He might just have to. Stun onto the Warlock. Does go for a cleave. He is kind of lowish on health into a fear. He can't stop it. Bolt is going to connect. Question is, do you bubble? He chooses to bubble a little bit late. Did not know the bolt was going to be enough. Second bolt does not connect. Going to be a quick charge out for Rice. And Radimus, is he just going to play defensive this entire time? I think at some point you definitely have to pop wings and make damage happen. Dampening slowly riling up bit by bit. We're at the 4 minute, almost 5 minutes into the duel. 20% healing reduction. And the Pally is out of mana completely. Adaptation is available. I don't know what is the situation with wings. The Wake of Ashes is right now up, but he just can't even heal himself behind the pillar. If he gets caught out in the open right now with a quick reflect out for Rice, into a Warlock CC for a second, the Succubus CC, quick AoE fear by Rice, proper fear right after. Bolt 1 is going to be enough. Shield of Vengeance keeping him alive. Another fear is going to be DR'd. Soulfire should do a lot of damage, hopefully. Does connect. There's going to be an extra pet with additional Chaos Bolt damage. Wall out for Rice. Radimus is actually taking decent damage from those bolts. Every single one of the bolts actually does hurt. All those bolts do hurt. Lay on hands, but it looks like his lay on hands didn't get full value unless you lay on hands as a bolt connected, because it didn't look like he went topped off 100% health. But it's going to be health stuff for Rise. For Radimus, he's got to figure something out, man. Eventually, this duel is going to be not in your favor. Does go for Blessing a Saint. Fear is going to connect. It's going to be cut short them. Bolt right after isn't enough. Reflect available. You have enough damage, and Radimus just finds himself the opening and finishes it off, which is exactly what he needs. Well done, well done. But Pro Wolf gonna be Worgen. I kind of like it. Worgen with that whole like Anubis type of set. I actually don't hate that look. Silence. Radimus just getting collapsed here. Down in the middle. Who is up next? This is where Pro Wolf wants to know. Is it Atho? It looks like it's going to be Atho. Just taking the army of undead onto the Paladin. Shield of Vengeance for the human Pally as he got himself the big hammer hanging over Prowl's head. Playing the big light hammer. Playing the big light hammer. Hammer of light. It could potentially land a big crit. Prowl just does not have much to work with unless you got maybe like an AMS. Trying to see if you can take him down from a distance. All these pets keeps getting gripped right back into a blind. Do you have any healing? He's still trying to death strike as much as possible. Summon up a couple ghouls. Maybe he can get himself a little bit of healing, but looks like, yeah, Atho is going to be able to cleave him from afar. With Leo going to be up next. And second to last, you know what? I looked at you for a second and I was stun locked for a moment. I was like, is that Chills? Is that Chills? Oh man, this is not a Mog Leo normally wears. Normally he's got the blue no matter what he do. Or like a different kind of unholy luck. Gonna be laying hands for Atho, but immediate damage follows up when Leo. Look at the squadron of mages just absolutely barraging at Atho. Look at those boys go. They're doing in work, dude. They're putting in the work. The mages are doing numbers. Leo got himself a couple more pets. He's gonna sacrifice a bunch of ghouls in order to land whatever healing he can. Something I did not know about Death Knights is they can actually press Death Strike and sacrifice nearby ghouls to consume their life force in order to land himself a heal. So you'll kind of summon up a bunch of ghouls, Death Strike to get yourself a much more solid heal, and then mostly do damage through your Scourge Strike or whatever pets you have, but also Mages. Anatheman having to go for Shield of Vengeance. Leo find himself kind of low in health. Death Pact is all he has that's available. Pre-AMS in this right now. Silence on the Atho so you can't get stun locked. Atho may need to burn a, can't use a bubble. It's going to be Spell Warden. Physical damage from the pets is still going to go right through. And this is where Leo could maybe turn this around. Death Pact for a second. Borrowing health, but he can't pay it back. He's just trying to see if he can gamble with it. Line onto Atho very, very short. Can he get himself any kind of healing right now? Death Strike used to be perfect, but a Hodge just ends it, unfortunately. Yeah. As Leo said himself, it looks like Stitch, what is it called? Stitch Flesh? Stitch something? The PvP talent for Unholy Death Knights did get nerfed. The one that was letting him heal off of their goals. It's gonna be Atherman. Cried, because he's like, I don't have cooldowns. Atherman, the best you can do right here, man. Force whatever cooldowns you can out of Saya. That's about all you can do, my man. And fourth, that is the best you can do, because you got Dustbushka, you got Trick, you got Perfect Being, all of them ready to go. And Saya is just gonna try to see if he can exchange some damage from afar. Hodge onto Atho does not have a way out of this. Is gonna go for Shield of Vengeance into a Dawnlight build from Holy Saya. So he's gonna get himself a lot of decent pressure just with a Dawnlight alone. Atho needs to play super aggressive here, but he just can't run away from Saya to go for a heal. And unfortunately, those hammers with Dawnlight, all of it is gonna collapse together. Trick is gonna be up next. Gave Saya a bit of a breather there for a second. Is gonna go in for Coordinated Assault. Blind, unfortunately, is gonna stop a lot of that damage. And worst part about Coordinated Assault by Survival Hunters is it only lasts for like, what, 8 seconds? He got the gun though! Holy, the gun was doing so much damage! He doesn't need cooldowns, he just got himself the boomstick, baby! It's probably going to be a bubble out of Saya, right? Silence. Might be in trouble. There goes the bubble. Yep. Trick goes in and just got to lay on hands and a bubble out of Saya. Like, you gotta be kidding me. If he can get himself another gun, he'll be golden. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a trinket. Saya needs to make sure there's a downlight on the hunter and then stay away. I don't know if Trick can get himself up and running anything off of this. Hodge, there goes probably Wake of Ashes, right? Wings are up. Wake of Ashes, there it is. Downlight is going to be on the hunter. Unless he's got any kind of self-heal or damage, he might just melt. It looks like he's going to melt behind the pillar, unfortunately. He got a lot on Saya, so whoever's next, you only got a Bop or a Spellwarden to deal with. And it looks like it is going to be Nesmeshka. Hopefully the Perfect Being will actually get a proper chance to play. Kidney shot right after. Into a Bop. Using it really early. Nesmeshka just running out of there with the Vanish. Saya trying to see if he can use the Bop, pick up Eyes, and then plunge the Rogue. Unfortunately, unless you do it immediately, you can't. Since the Rogue was able to get behind the pillar, you still do have Eyes to catch him real quickly. He does have a trinket. He doesn't need it here. He chooses not to use it. Wake of Ashes, Dawnlight. He got a cloak. Rogue is actually feeling kind of fine. Blessing a Saint. Unfortunately, that stun is going to be very, very short. Nesmeshka may need to go for a Cloak of Shadows here. There's going to be a lot of damage. May need a defensive. Blind. Try to see if he can maybe veer out of here without giving Saya a Vanish reset. Meld and does get used, but still dotted. May need to go for a Vanish. Gouge. I don't think he has a stun. He has to vanish. Saya has a trinket. Nesmeshka has cloak and evasion and a trinket. So actually might be okay. Is that going to be trinket? Trinket out of Saya, trinket out of Nesmeshka. Trying to see if he can end the duel. Nesmeshka needs to send cooldowns here. Defensively and offensively. Trying to see if he can build up some pressure. Saya realizes that it doesn't burst out of Nesmeshka. DFA coming down. Does get himself one more eviscerate. Cheap shot, super short. Has evasion. Will need to send it. Oh, man. It looks like Perfect Being does get a chance to play. As a Frost Death Knight, no less. I like his Mog, too. I really like his Mog. Look at this. He got the Zandalari pants. He's got them shoulder. One of it being like a tusk. He's got the Druss mask, a katana. No, look, upper body armor. It's actually kind of sick looking. And Saya is given an opportunity because they have a mage on their team to get himself a bit of food. So it's going to be as much of an auto duel as you can. Unfortunately, Saya is walking into this maybe with a lay on hands. Maybe, but no bubble, no bop. So for Perfect Being, he just got to play it accurately here. He's got to be played perfectly. Breath, full stun on Josiah, shield event, and silence to follow. Reaping right through him with a Scythe. Third hit into a blind Saya. Find himself a breather with a hand of freedom to keep himself moving. Perfect Being hoping to catch up. He's got himself plenty of movement. Another Scythe. Yet another Scythe goes through. And Saya trying to see if he can get himself one of the healing again. 66% dampening is going to interrupt the mount up animation for Perfect Being. Saya, does he have anything? IBF, AMZ down. A Perfect Being actually taking quite a decent bit of damage. Saya trying to see if he can walk him out of there, but both are super low. Could be anyone's game. It looks like Being does take him out. Look at this guy. Oh my goodness. Saya picking up 3. Well done. Yo, it's just Paladins, bro. Is this back to Paladins? World of Paladin Craft? Is that what's happening? We just got Paladins doing top here. Yet again. Oh man, let's get us another going. It's not World of Paladins. We've seen what Demon Hunters do to them. We've seen what Unholy Death Knights do to them. Just gotta run more games. Alrighty, let me know both teams when you guys are ready. Johnny is ready. Nesmeshka ready. Meisha? Not really a rogue Mog. I was thinking maybe that was something interesting looking. It looked cool from the back. Did they nerf Unholy Dots in the latest update? They nerfed a bunch of things in Crystals. I did a video on like all the big changes. For Unholy Death Knights, they nerfed, I know they nerfed the pet damage. I think they buffed up the damage of the Virulent Plague, which is the AoE disease, but the single target disease, I think they ended up nerfing it a little bit. I think Scourge got nerfed a bit. Pretty much all pets except for Gargoyle got nerfed. It's not the end of the world, but it was like a nerf that a lot of people, I don't think, expected. It was looking like Unholy was looking like a must play, like Mythic Plus and Raiding in Midnight. It was looking like every group had an Unholy Death Knight, and it looks like Blizzard notices that as well. So they were like, can't have that. Unholy, I'm pretty sure is still pretty good. It doesn't seem like everybody has abandoned hope and went Frost immediately. I feel like that would have been a noticeable shift if that did happen, but they did get nerfed a bit. Right now, I don't know. It's so hard to like really look at nerfs as anything like set in stone because tuning is going to be ongoing for the next few weeks, and Midnight release and Season 1 release and Heroic Week, Mythic Week, right? It's going to happen for a while. Which could have swear the damage was higher. Might come down to whatever game. Dalaran? What is it? What is it? You say my name, dude. Say my name. Huh? What do you want, Rice? What do you say? I can read you. I can read you like a book. It's gonna be Saya getting opened up on. Desmershka wants that rematch. He is craving that rematch. Dalaran Gaming. What? What? You said my name. You said my name. Say something. Go on. Step up. Calling me out by my first and last name, dude. Bringing the Mr. Gaming into this. This is gonna be heals for Saya. Smoke bomb for Desmershka. Just trying to see if he can get himself an out. Gouge, do you follow up with a stun? He does have a stun. He just sprinted all over the place. Trinket blind by Saya. Just waiting. I was thinking he was gonna hodge. Does not go for a hodge. What are your name of the streamer? Your name of the streamer? Oh, okay. Cool. Works out. Also join our Discord. You can just catch the streams directly. I post in the announcement channel like, yo, we're live whenever we go live. But yeah, these boys are looking a little sleepy. Taka, you ain't doing it, are you? You ain't doing it. How you doing, by the way? Speaking about buffing monks, remember how you were like buff monks? They did. Blizzard did. You know, now I'm playing monk a little bit more. I'm starting to come around a little bit. Still not a fan of Zenith as an ability, but I'm starting to come around with the spec. It's not that bad. It's actually kind of enjoyable with some of the simplifications I've done. Like, just looking at the builds and looking at the rotation, it's like, just kick, just punch, don't think, just do. It's kind of nice. Kind of nice. That's why I called you out. Yeah, I appreciate it either way. I appreciate you spreading the word of the channel, especially to new blood hanging around on the hanging around and joining the duels arena. Into an evasion for Desmershka does not have a trinket, so it's going to be in a little bit of a weird spot unless you can predict a hodge out of Saya. May need to go for a cloak. I think Saya's trying to see if he can get a cloak out of the rogue. I think he has a hodge. He's just waiting for it, just saving a cloak of shadows. Does not go for a stun. He just needed a little bit of that physical damage. A mix of that magical and physical together to take him out. Perfect Being going to be up next. Frost Death Knight versus Saya. This time around, however, for this rematch, Saya has everything. No, he doesn't have a bob. Maybe use the lay on hands against Desmershka, but I'm not 100%. Not 100%. I was kind of just waiting for Desmershka, like, well, Soberos usually wait until like that setup. And I was like, he's gonna have to work down Saya for a while, in my brain at least. I was thinking that. And I'm just waiting for that setup. Well, yapping with you boys. Blind with a full stun, full burst, everything available as Perfect Being with a silence. Saya having to go for a bubble, almost like a panic bubble, having to react to this damage. AMS up for Perfect. He has Saya in his clutches after this bubble, unless Saya has something to follow up, like a blind possibly. Those sights are still doing the damage that Being needs him to do. Actually quite a lot of damage. Does Saya have anything to follow up here? Shield of Venice is going to help him a little bit. Being does go for AMZ. He got himself a little bit of healing. Does break out of the hodge with an IBF. And is going to be able to grip Saya away from that pillar. He does have a death pact as well. And I think Perfect Being is going to get his cooldowns back before Saya gets something up and running. So the question is, does Saya have a response? Does he have anything to follow up? AMS up for Perfect. And is just trying to see if he can get himself as much health as possible. Wraith Walk to follow up. Trying to get a slow into Saya. Trying to make some damage happen, but Saya is slow. Trying to see if he can waddle out. Will not be able to escape the DK with a silence to follow. Trinkets out of it. Do you have anything to follow up? Perfect Being with the death pack really early, expecting the hodge out of Saya, and that's exactly what happened. Do you have another grip? Trying to see if he can keep him slow. That is actually so good. Keeping a chain of ice onto the paladin at all times of the Death Knight. It looks like a lot of Death Knight kind of shirk that sometimes, but you really need to make sure you're getting that slow on them just so they can't go anywhere. AMS is going to help him a little. There goes the grip, trying to be very specific with its grips. Not just grip at side, just to get him in melee, especially if he can reach him. But it's actually going to go behind the pillar for some line of sight. Grip him in for another death strike. Both are so low. Hodge onto Perfect. Does he survive? This is the question. Saya doesn't have too much. He does get the procs, unfortunately. Looks like he did get the procs just enough to take down Perfect Being. With Trick going to be up next as a survival. I was going to say, like, where's your pet? You got a little mouse over there. Stun Lock is on full burst. Is that everything? He got the Chakram. Does he get himself the the gun? He is gonna be able to get a stun into Saya. If you got yourself the shotgun, man. If you got yourself the shotgun, there it goes, dude. Saya knew to stun the shotgun as soon as it came up, but I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters. Trick has still everything up his sleeve. Saya, all he can do is say line of sight and then let that Dawn Light together with a Holy Flame heal him up over time. That's about all he can do, unfortunately. Trick still got plenty of grenades, plenty of raptor strikes, and Saya, I think he knows. He knows. Oh, I was thinking that last eagle was going to be it. He's still continuing to do damage to that pet whenever he can. He's got heals. He's got a random proc. Stun to follow. You just proc off of that Hodge? I was going to say. There ain't no way. Too Fast is going to be up next. Going to be Turtle. Feint into camo. It looks like Trick. Oh, yeah, he's still out. Too Fast actually giving him a chance to summon the pet. Trick, yeah, I don't know if you're aware or not, but Too Fast gave you a chance. Ooh, G-Pie. Cooking up a pie. Cooking up the boy. Big combust immediately. Got him some big flames coming down. Yo, scorch him. Scorch him. Scorch him. Scorch is so good. That Phoenix is going to take you out. Oh, my. I think the pet actually took you out, too. I think it was a living flame that exploded on you on the pet. Crazy. Atherman gonna be up next. Gonna be that immediate invis out of the mages. Got himself a Nova. Polymer for after. Definitely gonna be scorching Atherman. Gotta be scorching him. G-Pie off of the fireball. Looks like it's gonna be a block out of Too Fast. I think he needed it. I think he really did need it. Now the question is, how do you escape out of this situation? You have Cauterize. Would interrupt, but don't have too much to follow up. Has to still play the CC heavy game. He's trying to, looks like maybe he's just trying to see if he can make something work off of a G-Pie. But his health, though, my God, the health. The hammer coming down out of Atho. Not cauterized yet. He's not cauterized yet. There goes a cauterize. I don't know if he got shields. I don't know if he got anything to live. No blink, no nothing. I think it's over, right? Yeah. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Because he had combust. He had breath. He had a lot of potential, but man, I didn't realize Atho was going to have that much damage in such a quick succession. He's still the hammer build too, right? He's not playing the what's it called? He's not playing the Dawnlight, is he? Pretty sure he's not. I feel like whenever he wakes up ashes and I see spinning hammers around him, that's how you know for sure that he's playing the Hammer of Light. Is gonna try to see if he can escape Leo. Leo tried to see if he can get ahead of him as best as possible. Atho tried to see if he could save any of his big forbearance buttons. Spell Warden, or Bob, or Bubble. Leon, actually I think he may have used Leon Hands already. I could be wrong unless it was Saya. Looks like Atho. Leon Hands comes down. Big hammer onto Leo. Leo with a ABF to break out of that stun. Doesn't have too much health to really work with. Break walk to try to get around the corner into a slow onto Atho. Does he have a grip to push Atho, pull Atho away from the pillar? Is gonna sacrifice yet another goal. The more goals he sacrifices, the better. It's just gonna give him more pets. Mages of the Dead in particular. Just get it a budget. Those guys would be amazing. Atho having to go for a bubble. He's getting chipped away. I didn't realize Leo has such good chip damage. During his burst, peak burst, Atho lived it with a Leon Hands, but it looks like the hammer comes down. IBF or Death back down. Leo trying to see if he can end it. Can you chip away at the Paladino long enough? Your pets, unfortunately, I think your pets might have stopped running around. I didn't see your Mages casting at Atho. I don't know if he got stunned or got CC'd or what, but Atho does end up taking you out. That is rough, man. That is rough. This is going to be Atho getting a couple of judgments in. Blade of Justice around the corner on the pet. Is going to have to play a long game here versus Rice. I feel like Rice has a good setup. I didn't realize Deathstroke. Oh my God, dude. This Warlocks with the Reflect are so good. Is going to be going for a few Incinerate. It's going to be that full magic immune. Rice, I don't know if you realized it. It's going to go for, what was that shield? I think it was what is it, a juke, right? A juke kick. But he still has Atho in a bad spot. Atho is not in a great spot right now. Trying to get up close. There goes a knockdown. Trying to go for a fear. Is going to be able to land it. Another soul fire. That could potentially be really, really hard hitting. That was hard hitting. Shield of Minutes. Atho does it with pet. Attacking it with bolts. He's not going to be in a good spot. Woo! Trying to see if he can escape this best as possible. He's still got a sliver of mana. Still got a sliver of mana. And thank God some of those other pets did disappear. Atho needs something. Anything. Oh, looks like he is going to go down, unfortunately. Man! Rice is giving these boys the business with Dash. I am jealous. Radimus, I am jealous, my guy. I am jealous. I need the butterfly mount. I've been trying for it for 4 days and I still haven't got it. But then again, I'm almost never lucky with any of those holiday mounts. Only one I got lucky with is the Horseman, because I got him on 3 characters within like the same week. And I was trying to go for Arthas. But yeah, Rice is gonna go down to Dawnlight. It looks like it still looks like in the Paladin you still kind of have to play Dawnlight. I mean, Master's definitely making the hammer thing work. It does well, but Dawnlight you could just dot him, rot him. Then again, last time Radimus and Rice played together, dampening was not as high, and Dawnlight didn't feel like it did much. So maybe Dawnlight is just a really, really good play for like endgame. Full army of undead is out. Radimus tried to see if he can go for a blind. I don't think it connects with Pro Wolf, as he got an entire army of undeads just encircling Radimus. He doesn't have any immunities for a while, unless he's got maybe something, anything like a stone or a wings proc. He needs something in order to be able to land the victory out of the clutches here, as it's going to be Pro Wolf just continuing to hit him with Scourge Strikes. That stun maybe gives Radimus an opportunity to end it. Got him some magic immunity. Wake of Ashes. Oh, Ledgeboard actually does give him a free stun, and that's going to be the Death Knight going down. That Ledgeboard is unfortunate. Again, old Paladinos, huh? That Ledgeboard is unfortunate, man, because it makes you undead, and Wake of Ashes still stuns undeads. So it's like, I don't think a lot of players are used to that. The fact that it changes like your, what is it, your category? Because normally you're a humanoid, though. But there you're not. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's get another one going. Johnny and Nesposhka, let me know if your guys are good. Nesposhka is good. And Johnny is need one. Okay, we need Unomas for a team Johnny. If you guys want to join them, they'll be found in the Raids Legacy section. They'll be found under Raids Legacy under Molten Core. Let's see if I can save the audio. Okay, who else can I invite to team Johnny? Is anybody else on that wasn't on earlier? Oh, there's Daizo. I'll see if he's down for it. See if he's interested. Ready? Beautiful. Oh, heck yes. We'll send you guys into Togeron. Water to remove shifting power, Phoenix Lanes, and displacement. Just like block healing. It feels kind of strange to play, not gonna lie. I'm missing out on something. So shifting power, they change because majority of mages, at least for PvE purposes, right? They would use abilities, like offensive abilities around shifting power. So they basically adjusted a lot of their cooldowns to be lower naturally, but they removed shifting power so you can't get offensives back quicker. Does it hurt mages a little bit defensively? Yeah, because like you only got 2 blocks and you can't like get them back quicker. You can't get ulti time quicker. You can't get your shields as quick. They did add some talents to help with that a little, but I don't know how impactful they are in terms of helping you stay survivable and tanky. I don't know if Togeron worked. I think it worked now. Yeah. As for survivability, as for other tools, I'm not 100%. We need one more. Okay, we need one more. We need one more on this team. Molten Core. Here we are. Alright, boys, we need one more. We need that uno más over for the team Nesmeshka. Uno más, por favor. Double kick was strong, of course, but on the defensive side, it feels meh, especially no healing options. That is true. All I do in this situation is maybe to see what builds people are running for like solo shuffle, because they're probably running a little bit more defensive, or like 2v2, right? Especially if they play with the rogue, because they're probably running something more defensive. See what talents people are running and try to see if you can copy those. But yeah, it is definitely not ideal defensively. So for mages, it looks like, yeah, you basically just like have a tool taken out of your kit. As for like what they do to account for that, so you do have 2 blinks you can pick up. So you can always have a out for a stun. You could get a reversion, but 2 blinks so you can never really get stunned. I think you would go into more blink healing. Like Demon Hunters are doing something similar actually. They'll use mobility tools to pick up a healing buff, right? So they're kind of in a very, very similar situation. Phoenix was doing, yeah, Phoenix is diabolical. Not having Phoenix is a move that I'm not agreeing with. Phoenix is the one ability I am going to miss, just because it was a cool ability. They brought it in during Legion. It was awesome. Everybody loved it. Then they took it out. Back felt like it was missing something. They brought back Phoenix. Oh, it's fun again. And now they're removing it. Like, they're going to give them an expansion or 2 and they'll bring back Phoenix, being like, you know what, it actually fits Mage better. And then later down they'll be like, well, I feel like Mages have too many abilities to manage. They'll keep doing it over and over. What's old is new and what's new is old. That's how it's going to be with Twitch. Got ourselves Atho over for the team too. Is he first up? It looks like he's rearing to go. No, instead it's gonna be Dardosh, an arms warrior. I like his set. I like his set. I feel like not enough people use. Oh wait, maybe not him. Is it him? Is it not him? Is it Perfect Being? I think they're trying to figure it out. Wait. Wait. What is Dardosh doing? Wait, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Oh, okay, that works out. That works out. He's DC'd. It's okay. I think the guy was a little bit of a goober. Didn't really know it's a duel. I think it was. Oh, wait. What? Master's not turning around and attacking Dardosh. He's just punishing that guy. Wait, can he just go for 2? Can he just go for 2? Take down that guy and then punish Perfect Being on top of it? Or was he just like, you know what? I'm landing a kill. That guy's DC'd. I'm landing a kill. I don't care what happens. Burrow down. Unless he feels like he can take 2. Unless he can feel like he can take 2. Holy, got gripped in. Try to live as best as possible. Somebody tell Dardosh this is a 1v1. Knockdown. I don't know if you can live it. I don't know how you can live it. Oh, Perfect Being does end up taking it about with too fast try to go. Maybe a little too fast. You try to get in there too fast, too furious. The Phoenix, unfortunately, is going to be super far away. And that Chain of Ice is going to just slow him down. Perfect Being actually mounting up just to make sure he's got himself movement. Breath, unfortunately, does not connect. Ultra is available. Try to land those Scorches onto Perfect. If you do play the build with Scorches, last week we saw Scorches absolutely like helps your people with Goeris. Speaking about Goeris, where is that guy? I miss him. I miss him. Yo, them scythes. Oh, that's caught and blocked, but too fast. Had to go for a defense and try to see if we can end the duel real quick. It's going so quick. Do you have anything to follow up? I think it might be a sitting duck, right? Perfect Being taken out too. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, Dardosh, my man, I appreciate you for joining those. Always fun having you. Oh, definitely wanted you to play some more. But this is a 1v1, bud. I don't know. We did slash roll to find out our order, and I'm pretty sure Zakari is just like, you know what? It's like I rolled high, man. Let me duel. I was thinking Zakari was gonna back up, but when I saw Dardosh get DC'd, I thought, okay, they'll just ignore him. No, they didn't. The shaman would not ignore him. It was like, you dare? I need to punish this. Like, hold on, Perfect Being. I'll take care of you in a second. I need to punish that guy first. But Leo, unfortunately, I think he's got Perfect Being in a spot where he just can't do much. Jetpack was used. AMZ, I don't know if that was available. IBF was just coming up. But Death Knights, unfortunately, I can't track some of the defenses. I think AMZ does not get tracked. Maybe I'm wrong on that. I know AMS does not get tracked because there's like 2 AMSs, and the game does not know which one he's got to track. It just does not know. It just doesn't know. Gotta be Atho up next versus Leo. Leo is gonna have to play a hell of a match. He doesn't have army available for a while here. He's gonna have to figure something out in order to how to live this. He's just staying away from Atho best he humanly can. And Atho, I mean, he's just out there like waiting. He knows he wants to. He knows he used to attack Leo, but he's like, you know what? He's not gonna come out of the corner. We are literally matching movement speed. I will not be able to catch him up. So maybe I need to kind of coax him out. But Leo's like, hey, I got 24 seconds on a cooldown. Can we just like hold it? Can we just give it a break? At this point, he's like, Atho, you might as well wait. You might as well wait. Yeah, normally a Paladin or a Death Knight can outrun the other guy or catch up to the other guy no matter what. They got faster movement speed than anybody else. Athoman in particular, if he goes in for mount movement speed, I think he can catch up to Leo. Because he can go for that aura Crusader aura, I think it is. Maybe, I think it's Crusader. I could be wrong. Gotta be a bunch of pets summoned up. Leo, with every pet available, is gonna have to get grips on the Atho, try to see if he can lock him down. Chain of Ice needs to come out as soon as that Hand of Freedom goes off. Blind onto all these pets. Oh, look at this. Magus is all getting confused. Although they are trying to bolt him. Trying to bolt him best they can. As long as you put Athoman out in the open, those pets will deal some additional damage. Massive hammers down on Leo. Does it just go down? Destruct's a huge, picking up a ton of healing for a second there. Atho trying to see if he can force him down. Does he have himself then another execute? Laying hands for Atho. I don't know if Atho was in that execute range. He may have been. He may have been. But he does deny a use of a bubble. He's still got Bob. He's still got Spell Warden. And Leo caught up a lot of healing just now. Deathback was used to make it happen, but he did catch up a bit of healing. And it's going to be at least a slow into Atho. He just got to drain him with dots for a bit. Let the pets do a bit of work. Stun with an empowerment. Got himself a couple more pets up and running. Summoning up more ghouls into his service. IBF to follow up so you can't even stun him. Got himself that extra defense there. Needs an AMS available if at all possible. Got himself Magus' attack and harass the Atho from a distance with those bolts. With a blind right after him. Does he have enough is the question. AMS got himself a couple more ghouls. The more ghouls he summons, the better. That's going to do a bunch of physical damage. Just keep the ghouls up and running. Bit of that Blessing a Saint. He might have to bubble. He might have to bubble. Leo stored up a bunch of these ghouls and got himself a bunch of healing with that Death Strike. But I think Atho from a range damage, yeah. Unfortunately, Atho got himself the proxy. Needed just all that damage from afar. Nothing can stop him in that situation. Meso spec and call it a 0.5.7 patch will get flames back. Yo, I could totally see that. Jake, I could totally see that. Although apparently fire mages were doing okay, like damage wise for a bit on beta, but like, yeah, I could totally see him bring it back. Phoenix was just cool. Like they could have just kept it as a mechanic and just like made it a core thing. Oh, massive hit onto Atho. What was that? I'm sorry, what? No wonder this man did not bring his boomkin. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna play some Warlock, dude. I got my soul fire and it just burns to people's like retinas. Oh, Fear unfortunately is the DR. Chaos Bolt right after him. Bolts are doing good damage. Does get himself sucked into CC for just a second. Also got Instacast, yet another Bolt. Get another Fear. Is it gonna be DR? No, it's not gonna be DR, but the Blessing is saying does help him out a lot. Does Rise have anything to follow up? Port available. Does he go for a Reflect? Into a Gateway. Try to see if he can get past Atha. Atha is going to use that Shield of Vengeance and Gateway in order to go behind the pillar. Not a lot of mana available for Atha. Might be in a bit of trouble. If Rise is careful, he could position the Succubus on the left-hand side away from the pillar and then pull Atha with that Succubus Seduction out. He's going to go for the blind on the pet. Or Rise, if he goes in for Reflect, he'll be in a good spot. Atha knew that, yeah, I'm going to get hit with the Fear. Not much you can do. Blessing of Saint. Ooh, that's good. Does Rise have anything? Massive Hammer. Pet gets stunned up. You may have to go for a port. Try to go for a Fear, but he's immune to magic damage for a while. Try to go for yet another Fear, but he still gets that immunity for a second. There goes a Fear. Chaos Bolt 1. You have a second Bolt to follow. If you have more bolts, this would be it. Bolt? No, stun with a Trinket. Does he have enough? I thought no health. Oh my goodness. Rise with that Shadow Burn taking him out. That's Smershka gonna be up next though. As a rogue, he should be in a good spot here. Because you can always go for that Succubus CC immediately off of the rogue. I actually saw the rogue and Succubus caught him immediately. Drain life. You definitely got to make sure you get a dot on the guy in slow. Fear. Mortal Coil. He doesn't have anything. No Trinket. He might need to go for a port. This is where Nesmershka has him locked down. Oh, I think it might be Lights. Rise does get himself a Mortal Coil into a Fear. I don't think you can heal much. It is going to be a Trinket out for Nesmershka though. Gateway right after. You got to keep a slow on the guy so you can't just step to you. You can't let him step to you. Oh man, you need a Succubus CC. You try to go for AoE Fear, that did not work out. You need Succubus CC right now. Immediately. Immediate Succubus CC. If you don't have it, you're dead. It's over. Knock down for a second. Do you have the Succubus? Oh no, it doesn't matter. Secret Technique chases after him. Messiah trying to make sure the Smeshka does not get an easy out. The Smeshka does have a Vanish. Vanish? It should be able to run off here, hopefully. Ideally. The Smeshka needs 45 seconds until, ooh. I like that. Just walked up right in the face of danger and just bonks him on the head with that quick sap. Hits him with a truncheon above the head. Which that's what I imagine sap is. Just like you hit him with like just a truncheon. Is that what it is? A truncheon? At least hopefully I'm saying it correctly. It's essentially a baton. It's actually a bunk with a baton on the head. Knocking him out. Because he has no idea what's going on. Just a quick bonk right between the eyes. Kidney shot. Blessing a sink down for Saya, so he's not going to sit that long at all. Cloak Shadows to follow up for Nesmershka. Try to see if he can maybe make something happen. Vanish to follow. He needs to play super defensively. He has to play defensively. Blade's coming up in a bit, actually. Wait, Nesmershka might actually be in a lot of trouble. Because he doesn't have a trinket. Saya will have a trinket coming up here. Or not. Maybe it's just bugged. Because I don't think Saya used a trinket early on, did he? I don't think he did. I don't think the duel lasted 2 minutes so far. Yeah. Nesmershka, right now would be the best time for you to make something happen with the blades, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe you live, maybe press evasion just for the DR. Oh, Sippy up last second. I think he was just trying to wait for Sippy. Alrighty, Radimus versus Saya. And Radimus actually has a nice ace up his sleeve adaptation. So anytime there's any kind of CC out of Atho, whether it's Hodge, whether it's a blind, he's just going to be able to get out of it immediately. And Atho's looking like he actually has himself Bob coming up very soon. Blessing of Sake, perfectly timed. Blind, unfortunately, doesn't break adaptation. This does, though. When did they make it so the blind does not break adaptation? Since when? Does it change up what breaks adaptation? Is it only stuns? That's crazy if true. No, fears definitely can. So disorients can. So blind should break it. Unless that specific CC just doesn't break it. Crazy. Crazy. Regenerate now for Sai. He's got himself the Xander racial. It is barely healing, but it's at least doing something better than nothing. As Radimus is going to be in a decent spot over in the other side. Does get a stun onto Sai. And Noblesse is saying this time does go for human racial. Wait, with adaptation, can you even use your human racial to break out of stuns? Or does it always put it on like a cooldown? Does it always put it on CD? Can you never use it then? Is that the case? Is that the situation? I need to ask Atham. I thought you could. Sai is kind of lowish on health. May go for a bubble here. Radimus also trying to see if he can just deny going for a bubble. Does get a blind into Saya, who did use a lay on hands here. Radimus did use Spell Warden. I don't know if he used lay. Maybe he did use lay in hands. It's tracking for him for some reason. I can't track it for Saya, but he does track for Radimus. Radimus having to go for a bubble. Unfortunately, Saya does have plenty of health. Has a Spell Warden, has a bubble in case he needs it, so he's like in a really, really good spot. It's going to be a really tough one for Radimus. He's going to have to do everything he can to live. Try to see if he can back up out of there, use the mobility, shield the Vengeance, but I think he should have maybe went behind it, but I think staying out with Saya, fighting through it, this high dampening, ain't happening. Unfortunately, ain't happening. Hey, what's up, Bad Dad? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Let's get ourselves another one going, boys. Yeah, Nasmoshka and Johnny. Let me know when you guys are good to go. All right. Oh, we need two. Okay, we'll get you guys two. Yeah, I guess that we did have that warrior who just kind of went in, died, and didn't do anything really. So yeah, that would do it. Alrighty, we got 2 spots available for Team Nasmoshka. If you guys want to join us, more than welcome to. Why is Radimus and Nasmoshka both dead? I think Album 4 is getting nuked. Is that what's happening? Alright, Johnny, give me a second. I will need a couple of bodies. Too fast? Yo, my man. How you doing, bud? 45, 49, da-da-da. Beautiful. How's Outlaw Rogue these days in PvP? Hey, man, it's kind of good. Sort of kind of good. It definitely gets better once you get the Mage Kings. It definitely gets really good once you get to get your Apex talents with the Between the Eyes resets. But it's pretty good. You could go like a full auto attack build. You can go like a pseudo ambush build. You just go in and do damage. If spec feels like it's constantly doing damage, there's no downtime. Unless you like CC it or just getting kited. As long as you're standing in target, you're hitting. Maybe it's trackable when second layer enhanced talent isn't taken. Oh, maybe actually. Very. Maybe it's cooldown reduction based. Who knows? Alrighty. Johnny, let me know if you're good. I will send it. I'm just gonna stick around with this team for a second though. Until then. Yeah. Been a long break from us and Shadowlands. Thinking of coming back. Hey man. Yeah, I mean if you're coming back to this version of Outlaw, it's gonna be kind of familiar. I'd say so. Shadowlands Outlaw is like pistols and sinister strikes and between the eyes, and yeah, you're pretty much doing similar stuff. Although roll the bows did change. It's a little bit, it's a different kind of RNG. It's generally better. It's generally better. You basically don't just get one buff at a time. You just get like a rank 1, a rank 2, a rank 3, and rank 4. And like when you get a rank 2, you also get the buff, whatever. When you get one of the higher buffs, you also get the bonuses of all the lower buffs. So when you get rank 1, it's just a single buff. Rank 2, it's 2 buffs, specific buffs, right? So all the ranks are very specific bonus. At rank 1, it's just 1. At rank 2, it's 2. At rank 3, it's 3 buffs. At rank 4, it's extra bonus. Basically, the strongest, you're going to feel the strongest at rank 2 and rank 3. Rank 4 is just a nice bonus. It's nice to have, but it's not crazy. Rank 1 is like the only weak one. But otherwise, I think you'll like it. I think you will like it. Been sitting, thinking of going Outlaw, Survival Hunter. Which one is the best? But it's out of the two. It's hard to tell. Survival has always been a bit of a black sheep in the flock. Double checking with Johnny here. Survival may potentially be good, actually good this time around though. May actually be good this expansion. But again, it's historically has been always like an oddball of a spec. It's hard to be sure, but you know.
I don't have a target.
Did I do something wrong? This magic is on. Is it Johnny that's missing? Yeah, Johnny, but for some reason it doesn't connect to BNet properly. I'm here. Yeah. It's just not catching up. It says no target when I target your character. On BNet. Yeah, it's just not showing up on BNet. Because like I scroll down and you are here. But it says like AFK. It doesn't actually show you connected to your character. You can also pass lead to like Saya or somebody, and I could just queue like that. That is an option. That, or if you tell me like your character's name, I could just do that too. I know it's Leo something. Yeah. If you tell me your character name, I'm able to do that. Give Saya lead. Okay. Breeze as. Does Saya also not work? Breeze as. Oh. No wonder. Okay, no wonder I messed up Saya's. Because I always say breeze as. Because that is how you say it in his language. But it's a P. It's not Empreezaz, it's Breezaz. It's Breezaz. Yeah. It seems to always be attracted to the oddball specs. Yo, same. Why do you think I picked up Outlaw to begin with? But also survival. I like that. I like Frost when it was unpopular. I like Arcane when it was unpopular for like the longest. It's hard to tell what's actually going to be good though. Like in terms of like, are you looking just to select a spec, a specific spec to be like to main? Maybe survival will be good. It's doing kind of good now. But I feel like as a class, Rogue would be an easy one because you can always pivot to Assassination or Subtlety because you got 3 specs that all can, you know, do something. But yeah, it's hard to be sure. If you're looking for a safe pick, I think Rogue. If you're looking to play any of the 3 melee, or Hunter could also be good. Like Beastmaster, Marksman, Survival, all are good. But if you're like just Survival or just Outlaw, that's a hard one, man. You might as well flip a coin. I like Outlaw. Do this. Play both of them in pre-patch for a bit, because you basically get in a full picture of what they're like right now in pre-patch, how they're gonna play in midnight with Twitch. They don't have the craziest Apex sounds, like modify them completely. Chat. Oh, there's literally outer space. Where am I? Oh, where am I going? Holy, okay, we're literally space traveled. Literally space traveled. Didn't realize the stream was going to be a sci-fi all of a sudden. Too fast. I like the holiday attire, although it's definitely not holidays anymore. I still do appreciate it either way. More to call into a Fear, into a Soulfire. Too fast, taking a bit of damage. Does close the gap with the kick on the Fear. It is going to be a Cloak of Shadows to follow up. This is an opportunity for you to make some damage happen, but it's going to be a port and a disconnect from the Rogue and the Warlock together. Too fast, catching up a little bit of healing. Rice, while your Inferno is up, I think that's where the Rogue probably needs to peel back and chill. Did end up burning a trinket here, so Rice can now control this duel completely. Between Fear, between Mortal, between the Succubus CC. That being said, he only gets 2 of Fear. 2 of Disorient. I don't think he has a Disorient, because I'm pretty sure Succubus CC. No, I guess Mortal Coil, one of them is a Capacitate, one is a Disorient. Fear, I'm pretty sure, is a Disorient. I'm pretty sure Mortal Coil is an Incapacitate or a Horror Effect. Either way, the Rogue will just have to deal with it a little. It's going to get the pet up and running, blind to follow. It looks like he's going to be focusing on the pet with a Gouge cheap shot, controlling the pet, and the Warlock pet is going to go for the Succubus CC, and unfortunately it actually CCs him on his use of a secret technique. Massive Soulfire though, Jesus, does go for a Shadow Meld without Chaos Bolt midair, so he's actually able to dodge that one at least for the time being. But he's just not out of the woods. He's just not out. He's not knocked down, but he's not out either. Gouge for a second. Does he have a stun lock? Fear to follow. There's going to be another Fear, at least attempted by Rice with a Succubus CC for a second. He sees a little bit of damage onto the Rogue. Rogue finally able to lock him down for a second. Rice is not even willing to cast a spell in front of him. He knows there's going to be a kick opportunity. He just got himself a wall. He's a little bit more damned though, I think. Just a little bit more. Rice just tried to see if he can get out of there. Fear to follow, just gonna go for a quick drain. Do you have enough to finish? He's just dropping Infernal. I was thinking he was not gonna drop an Infernal all the way like that. Incinerates? Is that enough? I think he just has him. I think, yeah. It's a tough one. Dude, that Soulfire slaps. Did he land a crit with that thing? I feel like he must have. The Smushka dropping down smoke in case the pets are around, but the Succubus does walk into the bomb. Gonna be a trinket for the Rogue immediately. Try to see if he can lock down Rice. Goes in for AoE Fear. is gonna go for a port off of that knockdown. The step into a knockdown is rough stuff. He's gonna try to see if he can land if you're on the rogue. But especially that was cloak, that was trinket, that was shadow blades, that was actually a lot of cooldowns committed. So for Rice right now, that's actually, he's in a great spot. He does go for that malevolence. I like how malevolence, you have these horns wrapping around his like moose horns as well. He's got those demonic horns on the left and the right hand side of his head, but they wrap around the moose horns on top of it. I kind of like that. It just kind of fits. It fits really, really well. I don't think Blizzard planned on it, but it just works out either way, right? Unless they did position them to be like, you know what, their antlers go in a very specific direction, let's just wrap them around. It looked kind of sick either way. Fear onto the Speshka does go in and Decimated Bolt or Soulfire. I keep calling it Decimated Bolt. Soulfire still connects. Bolts from that pet are hurting a lot. Into Fear right after. Yet another bolt. The Speshka is just getting eaten up by these bolts, man. Finally, another lockdown onto Rice. Does have himself the big Kali with a coup de grace, but does he have any follow-up though? While he is not CC'd, he doesn't have to worry about the pressure for the time being, but unfortunately, Shadow Burn does end up snuffing him out. And Rice so far is really putting in the work against these rogues, man. Really putting in the work. Radimus up next. Got himself adaptation. And that's going to be Steel and Infernal running in for Rice. Is going to be that Blessing of Saint as well as adaptation proccing. Rice with a quick fear. Does go for a bolt. He needs to get himself another Soulfire versus Radimus. He's going to be golden if he can do that. Fear, unfortunately, those are DR'd. You got to stop casting fears. They are DR'd. It's actually better for you to cast any other damaging spell at that point. You only get 2 fears. You only get 2 fears. Only 2. But he's still trying. Still trying. There goes the gate. But I think maybe Radimus, I think he has Rice too low. Yeah, he is a little too low. Then I have to do too much afterwards. Really tough matchup, but they're tanky AF. Yeah, they're really tanky. Worst part is, like, as soon as you... Curdy is back, baby, let's go! Worst part about Warlock as a rogue is the fact that you get the opener and then Succubus is going to pull you away. Only thing you can do is just, like, meander. Let him get... Pretty much let the Warlock get the opener. Or that, or CC the Succubus with, like, a sap. Gouge. Stun the Succubus. Maybe cheap shot the Warlock, and then you CC both of them. Right, very much possibility. Like gouge the Succubus, cheap shot the Warlock, kidney shot the Succubus, re-cheap shot the Warlock. Maybe that is the play. Possibly. Curdy is going to be playing the Tentacle build. I guess all Warlocks are Tentacle build, aren't they? I guess all of them really technically are Tentacle build. It's not like they really have much of an option. But is he a Void Weaver still? He's got to be a Void Weaver, right? I think he has to be. Does go for a fade in case there's going to be a fear or a stun. Fear onto Radimus, who does get himself a Blessing of Saint. There goes that full burst. Full everything available. Is he still... I still have not seen like a Void Rift out of him or anything. Looks like he's maybe delaying it. Unless he is Archon, just doesn't want to press Halo. Try to see if he can go for a Massive Spell. Does get a Dispel. Radimus still has himself an immune in case he needs to. Curdy may be looking for a Disperse here. Actually, Curdy, I think, is in trouble. I don't even think... I'm not even sure what happened. I'm actually not 100% sure what happened. It looked like Curdy was okay, but then something just turned around. That's rough. Radimus is given an opportunity to at least sit down and get himself some food. Saya is going to be up next. Let's eliminate on the Devourer. Let's go. What tablet is that? I don't remember. I feel like I should know it. It seems like Cataclysm. Definitely one of the older ones. Personal buffs to yourself. Give personal buffs to yourself. Shaman is given a Merc Shield. Was he actually? I didn't even notice. Yeah, if the Shaman is actually given a Merc Shield, yeah, let's just give the buffs to yourselves. I didn't notice. That's my B then. That's my B. I should have called it out, chat. I'm blind, apparently. Gotta be rad with a full... Radimus with a bubble to follow. Asaya just try to see if he can win this out. Wants to make sure he secures a bubble. Pretty sure he hasn't used the Lay on Hands. And Radimus right now is a bit of a sitting duck. Shield Events is going to give you nice survivability out of that stun. The Dawnlet is not going to feel good whatsoever. So you just got to stay in next to Saya to try to see if we can get the Shield Events to pop next to him. Does go for a kick. Locking him out on a Holy. Radimus still going to go for Searing Glare. That's going to be Saya trying to see if he can get past him. Radimus looks like he's trying to see if he can commit some damage here. Does he have enough? He's feeling like it looks like he actually has enough to put pressure onto Saya. Does get a Lay on Hands out of him. No bubble though, unfortunately. Radimus, I don't know what else you can really do to live this. It's just gonna be lights, I thought, unfortunately. Lights by a Paladino. Mage Kings. I like this camel. I really like your camel mount. But it looks like they are going to be sending Atho. And Saya does not have a lay on hands, but everything else is available. So if Saya is a Dawn Knight, because I'm pretty sure he is. If Athoman isn't Dawn Knight, I think Saya could win this. Unless Athoman win Dawn Knight. And then I think Saya might be in actual trouble. I'd be in real trouble. But who knows? I feel like Atho would not be playing Templar if it wasn't like decent. Like actually decent. I used to just realize you guys got new horses. Pretty sick, honestly. Pretty neat. Gonna be Shield of Edits out for Atho. Has himself a bunch of damage towards Saya. Just continuing to land those hammers back to back to back, standing next to him. Those hammers adding so much extra additional passive pressure. Bubble out for Saya. Does Atho have to bubble? He may have to. Save a global. Lay on hands. Try to see if he can keep the pressure rolling here. Does Saya have somebody a stun? Trinket available for Atho is going to human racial out of it. Trinket also available for Saya. But Atho may just be able to take him down. Maybe can hold the Hodge. Look at the pressure he's putting into Saya, dude. Saya has nowhere to go. Does go for the Spell Warden. So Athoman may need to do the same here. Got himself a bit of the Blessing of Saint in case there's anything from Saya. But maybe looking for immunity of his own that goes in full immunity. Magic immunity. He's got himself lots of those hammers. Trying to see if he can end this duel right then and there. Does he have himself the big Dawn Light, the big hammer? The big hammer of light? No, it doesn't even need it. Just letting those little hammers fly around him. With Lemonade gonna be up next. Not giving Atho a chance here to catch any kind of healing. Does go for an immediate trinket. Athoman may need to bubble this. And Lemonade got himself full void ray. Everything available. Does go for a quick blind. And needs to get himself whatever recovery. Gonna be some movement speed out for Lemonade though. It's just trying to see if he can find an angle versus Atho. Does go for a Sigil of Misery. With a full Void Ray. Shield of Vengeance is available for Atho. He's got himself the big hammer available. Full Metamorphosis is up. He's just going to back away. Just going to run away. Hit him with a slow and run away. Try to see if he can land an angle. Those Reaps are doing a ton of damage. Got himself plenty of output. Atho may need to go for a bubble here. May just need to go for a bubble here immediately. Because any damage out of DH. Yeah, there goes the bubble. Lemonade backing up out. Lemonade got to find a way to live. He's got mobility. He's got darkness. That could help him. Atho trying to see if he can end this duel right then and there. Maybe Blessing a Saint. Your health. Your health. Your health. Oh, trying to get himself one last heal, but a quick zoom rape. Done. I just tried to see if he could take that attention and pressure right into Mage Kings, but a quick poly stops a lot of that going. Into a G-Pie right after. Might just be lights here. Leaping right into an prison. Meteor duct. And he's just gonna go for more reaps. Holy, the scythe! Oh, but the bird takes him out. And no, Maestro, better be careful. Bird. Yeah, taking a bit of passive damage from the bird. Ain't good. But then you get an energy star, lower CZ times. You got compared to the build before pre-patch. Yeah, it is. So they basically tune rogues for level 19 instead of level 80. Wait, you just set it with the G5, put a wall, and you're like, I'm out of here. Just drop the wall. I think just try to go for CC resets. Yeah, that might be it. Poly, it is DR'd. So Mage Kings is gonna have to do something here. He might have to follow up. He's got them images running with him. Stun totem around the corner. That was a really short stun totem. He might have pre-cooked that, right? Might have pre-cooked the full ascend into a full block out for Mage Kings. At this point, all you can do is attack the images. Yeah, and Mage Kings is gonna have an altar. I don't think they give him a lot of health to work with, really. Oh, but that one more wind strike did the damage. Try to let a poly juked. Poly needs something. Cauterize the only thing he can. Maybe just end it. Maybe just send it and end it. Oh, but the lasso. I think it's over. Unless he's got an ace up her sleeve and just a boatload of damage out of nowhere. Got him some mobility. Got a bit of that shielding. Ring of Frost. I don't know if he's got another wall. Maybe he could just wait out Maestro. Try to see if he could move that totem last second. He is pre-cooking those things up. That's crazy. Actually crazy. But does he get out into Voltaic Blazes? I was going to say Earthshock, but pretty sure they don't have it. Mage Kings, all he can do is drop a Meteor. Trying to see if he can just get Maestro like away from him. But I think he's dead, right? Shield. Like, I'm rooting for the mage. I really want to see if the mage has even a chance to recover here, even a chance to muster something. Wall is down, but unfortunately, he'll have to break through the wall. Literally has to break through his own wall here. Dodging totems, try to see if he can live at all, if any way possible. Needs another shield. Needs something right now, anything. I think he's getting an auto attack through the wall. Yeah, unfortunately, does get zapped. Well done by the shaman. Well done, Rice, bro. How much damage do you do to these rogues, man? Just hit them with a big old, just hit him with an alley-oop, man. I swear. That's so fire, dude. It's actually doing decent damage. That's like this name, Forgive. I like it. The Smeshka, let me know if you are good to go, and we'll send it again. I'm liking these games, man. I'm liking these games quite a bit. Ready? Beautiful. Let's send it to I don't know if Saya I still queue Saya for this or not. I guess I will. What arena do we do, chat? What arena do we even do, man? What do you guys think? What are you guys feeling like? I want to add something new to the roster. Wait. I'm typing somewhere else. We'll do this one. We'll do this one. I really want to add another arena to the roster, but I don't think a lot of them work super well. Ready? Okay. Let's try Lordaeron again. Let's Lordaeron just does not work. Okay, it doesn't. Never mind. No good? No good. No good, no good. Yeah, the problem with no good is way too big. It's just a way too large. It's kind of like Maldraxxus. We could do Maldraxxus Coliseum too, but it's also a very large arena. It's just some arenas are just way too big. Like Tolveron is big, but the pillars are small enough where you can't really do anything cheesy. But then we have arenas like Mugambala with a massive like wall in the middle. And for like solos, 3s, 2s, it's fine. But like in terms of like duels in particular, it's not great. Unfortunately for duels, it's just not great. Yeah, Maldraxxus is massive pillars. We tried that before. Another one that's also odd, even though it's a small arena, is Ashamane's. The Legion one with like the big cat statue in the middle. That one has the statue, because it's long in like a very specific direction, it's kiteable. It makes it very, very kiteable and very abusable. Which so a lot of people end up doing that. It's just natural progression, right? Just natural thing. Natural course of action. Is it gonna be Rice first? It looks like you switch a tabard to me every match. It looks like you're switching up your tabard, unless you only have green. I feel like you had another color earlier, but I can't tell. Atha is gonna be first up over for the team too. Who's gonna be up next? Is it Lemon? I'm saying go. Is it Curdy? Is it Maestra? Is it Maestra? Is it Curdy? It's Curdy. Curdy, you also have Earth Shield. Curdy, I guess it doesn't really matter that much. Does it matter? Is Earth Shield a lot of healing for Curdy? Actually, I wonder, is it a lot of healing? Because like Maestro, I think he's just automatically putting shield in like himself and another person. But that's what Shaman's usually doing like solo, so he's just doing it automatically. I'm assuming Earth Shield is probably not enough to make a difference, right? Maybe? Not without a healer. Gotta be his Curdy. Try to see if he can fight through Atha. That is just all the damage. Tentacles are slapping him. Curdy's still maintaining his health. That was a VE, however, that was burned with a lot of his damage, and Atha just took it to the face with a shield of Venus. Does land an interrupt under Curdy, trying to go for flash heals in order to keep himself alive here. Into a blind by Athon, as he got himself a couple of heals as well. Trying to see if he can measure himself a bit. Trying to see if he can be a bit more measured here, because it looks like Curdy is starting to actually make an impact into that health bar little by little. He's trying to chip it away with a Fury to follow. Tentacle back up and running. Athel looking kind of rough there. That was an Azathian proc too, which is going to add additional damage to Athel on top of it. Quick kick on the Holy, but that is going to be free shadow damage for Curdy. Athelman, as long as he's got mana, he can actually heal. They did buff up Red Pally healing. Oh my god, them hammers flying through. Curdy having to use everything to get to live that. That was an Aegis proccing too. Maybe looking for a disperse here potentially. If he doesn't get interrupted on shadow, that could be really rough. There goes the disperse. There goes the disperse. As Athelman trying to see if he can catch up to him into a quick yet another fear. Atha has a human racial in order to break out of his stun, but that's about it. Silence. Atha may potentially be looking at maybe possibly using a bubble. Curdy with a bit of that desperate parry. Does he have a follow-up? Big hammer down by Atha. If you get himself the divine toll, yeah, there goes the hammer. There goes the hammer. There goes the hammer. Oh, it's a lot of damage. Curdy, I don't know how you live this. Yeah, I actually don't know how you can live it. Man, turn to you through look good. Yeah, doesn't it? I actually think it works really well. There's something, I think it's the shoulders, man, how they're like massive on Tauren. They're wild and they're just like these spikes, horns, whatever they are, they just swing in all the directions. It just adds a lot more like, I don't know, width to the Tauren. And I think, yeah, it just, I think it looks pretty good. It's just not, it's also novel because normally we play classic. This is not something you would ever see. Ever. You know what I mean? Prison isn't the one? No, Curdy is the one, man. He is the boy. He is the man, the myth, the legend. Knockdown into Atha. That's probably the best part about being a high mounted Tauren is that knockdown. There are some abilities because it's not a DR. That knockdown is nice because it stops an enemy in place for a second, or you could use it to like crack control somebody for a second. Like maybe you got like an enemy casting and you got your interrupt. Okay, they're still casting. You hit him with a fear, casting. Mortal Coil, they're still casting, knock him down, and it's kind of nice. Blessing is tanked out for Athel, but he's still so far away. And Rice looking to end this duel right then and there. And it's going to be a big succubus EC on top of a chill defense up. Fear, unfortunately, is going to be very, very DR'd. You cannot go for Fear anymore. So Rice with a Mortal Coil, he's still trying to Fear, but a bubble comes out for Atha. Rice got himself a wall. He just needs to wait out the burst out of Atha and then go for a proper Fear. Does he just take double gate? I'm sorry, you just gateway and then gateway back? I'm sorry? Cheating? Feels like cheating. But I think it's a talent. Class talent? PvP talent maybe? I'm not 100%. Rice is just trying to make sure there's like plenty of distance. Atha, oh man, and you know he wants to go in there. You know he wants to follow through, but without a Blessing of Sync, it's a little bit tough. Got himself a decent angle. So hey, if there's going to be a Fear out of Rice, it's going to be very, very short-lived. There goes the AoE Fear, but he's right next to you. That Fear is going to be DR'd. You can't keep spamming Fear at him, bud. Stun to follow. Trinket out for Rice. Mortal Coil is not DR'd. However, Soul Fire almost lands. Almost lands. He does get a docket. Human racial to break away from that Infernal. But look at them hammers flying with a Divine Toll. Does he have an interrupt? He does have an interrupt. Blessing is saying so he can't get CC'd. Rice, I think, just goes down, and Atha does slay the Tauren. Oh my goodness. This Tauren has been running amok and blasting Paladins so far. They're pretty good. They're pretty good. Is it going to be Lemonade? Is it Lemon? Is it Maestro? Oh, Maestro. Him and Atha haven't dueled each other, I don't think, right? But this guy so far, I mean, he's got some big bursts. So Atha needs to be very, very careful with that Ascend. Is that going to be a full stun, full ascend? Every damage is available. Atha with the shield defense. He doesn't have a bubble. Does go for a blind into Maestro, who goes in for a trinket, but that gets turned around with a Hodge. Atha trying to see if he can get some pressure onto Maestro while going for some healing. But I mean, the Shaman got so much damage with those wind strikes. Every single one of them hurts a lot. And if he's getting Tempest on top of it, he's also getting himself a huge heal. They did end up buffing the Shaman healing recently. So this guy should be able to heal a lot as long as he's got that Maelstrom. We are 5 minutes into the match, 25% dampening. Massive Tempests are connecting with Atha. It's just not looking good for the man. It just goes in for a quick crackling punch at the end. It didn't even look like he hit him with a weapon. Just put the weapon down, punched him out, got him out of there. With Nesmashka gonna be up next. Killer Shot Maestro unfortunately cannot do anything. Previously, Shamans could use Thunderstorm to knock people back, but they only made it an elemental only thing. You can't Thunderstorm as an enhancement, or resto, or nothing. Root onto the Nesmashka from a distance, and Nesmashka knows he got damage. He knows he doesn't want to get in there just immediately. Maestro? Yeah, Maelstrom. Maelstrom. Gotta be spending on Maelstrom. Gotta be spending Maelstrom. That's how you heal. It's huge. It's massive. Even if you just lightning bolt the guy. You have to be. You have to be. Cheap shot by Nesmashka. Got himself another lockdown into Maestro. Does get himself a heal with the Warlock Hellstone. Needs himself a little bit more Maelstrom to get himself huge heals. And that's exactly what he's looking to get. That's exactly what he's looking to get. More Maelstrom you spend and build and spend, the better. You got to be careful with the Rogue. He's going to get an opener for you. Definitely going to get an opener at some point. I don't know if you got an Earth Elemental. That would be amazing here if you do. For Nesmashka, maybe Flame Shock getting him out in the open? Yeah, Flame Shock is getting him out in the open. Does get himself a proper opener. Maestro unfortunately does go for a wall in between of that burst. So if Nesmashka, that was a really quick stun totem, by the way. I don't think he moved it, but he is trying to see if he can go for a little bit of healing here and there. He needs to get himself some damage at some point. Next go, he actually can trinket out of it. With an ascent, he may need to trinket this, right? He may need to trinket this. Lasso for a second. Nesmashka can also trinket it. Full ascend. You gotta get a heal. Big wind strikes are doing work. You just gotta keep on the Rogue as best as possible. I don't know if you got any other totems. He has an idea where the Rogue is at least had a pretty good plan. Oh, does he see him? He has to. He's gotta. He definitely sees him. Oh, he definitely saw him, I think. Trinket really early. That is a gouge, which puts you in a rough spot because it's a full kidney. I think the rogue may just take it. Yeah, that gouge trinket. If you didn't trinket the gouge, it would have been just fine, I think. I actually think it would have been just fine, but definitely put it in hell of a work. Couple of reaps, couple of consumes, stun from a distance, and I think this is where Lemon is just going to take out the Sveshka. He's chipping away at him little by little, but he's not really going in for big damage just yet. Does he have enough? Melt for a second? Unfortunately, it is a cheap shot. And unless Lemonade pops anything here, yeah, looks like he will be able to take down the rogue. It's just my question is, will he have enough to follow up with the next competitor, whoever it is? Oh, it doesn't get in that cleave. Does get in that cleave, drawing out more souls, and I think by this point might have souls for Mage Kings. So if he wants to have himself a proper big go, this would be the time. Mage King's giving him a chance for the honorable duel, which I do appreciate. There goes the meta. Quick interrupt on the arcane. It's going to be a breath, but he does juke away from it. Invents for a second. Got him some ultra together with the Phoenix. Trying to see if he can get around him. It's going to be some Devour spam. He's going to go for an ultra to reposition. He's going to charge back in, but the Phoenix is still in play. I don't know if Lemonade really wants to do that, but he's going to have to back up out of there. Does he have a stun? Does go for the stun. Mage King's breaking out of it with the human racial. Do you have enough to finish him off? He's still just continuing to spam reaps at him as best as possible with consume, as it is going to get frozen up, unfortunately. And let's go for Trinket. Yeah, I think Trinket might have been the play. Ice Wall. Maybe he can go for some healing. You can just spam some consumes and nothing catch him. Maybe he can get you a Void Ray. A couple of reaps, man. Just a couple more reaps. And the Lemonade right now really does need to find a way to recuperate as much health as he can. Just staying away from Mage Kings as best as possible. He knows there's a breath coming. I-Beam or Void Ray. Polymorph, and it's going to give Mage Kings, unfortunately, a proper go. Lemonade will need to do something here immediately. It's going to go for the blink. It's going to go for the blink. Holy. Just to get away. Does he have enough, though? Mage King's picked up a lot of health. He's got himself combustion. Lemonade backing up out. Oh, but wherever you go, there's the Phoenix or the Mage waiting to take you out. You need something, anything. Imprison, stun, get more souls, something, anything at all. Oh, that's so rough. That is so rough. I do wonder if, I know that they nerfed the Void Scarred, but I'm wondering if Void Scarred is still the play in PvP. I know that, what is it, the Annihilator with Reap, it's very, very good, but I'm wondering if that burst damage to be able to close the gap, but also backflips that you do in order to get CC immunity, that could potentially still be really good, right? You backflip, charge in as they go for a breath, and then you blink away, you go for a hunt, get yourself a backflip in between of that to make sure that you get yourself a CC immunity. Holy Saya up next versus the Mage King. So trying to see if he can make a couple of those casts work. G-Pie into a normal fireball. Blind out for Saya. Does he have enough to follow up here? Is that Altar? It is Altar for the Mage. So this is where Saya is just gonna back up out. Just gonna back up out of there. Is this an opportunity for Mage Kings to maybe bring it back? Because if he just gets Saya low and goes for Scorches, he could do it. He just gotta, his job is just to get Saya low enough in health. Just gotta get him low enough in health. G-Pie is gonna help you. Combust is available too, so you can follow up with a big Combust. Saya is gonna take a load of damage. Let's go for a full immune. Mage Kings do have an Altar. He does not have an Altar. Ice Wall. Ooh. Saya. Oh man, but Mage Kings may still be in trouble. Maybe in still a lot of trouble. Damn, hammers flying through. Damn, if only he had like some kind of like a if only he had some kind of like a skill. Like maybe you know what, maybe if he did have shifting power, chat. You guys are right. Maybe if he did have shifting power, maybe that would have been it. Bubble up for Saya. Too fast is too fast. Saya. Actually, too fast ain't that fast, because if he was really that fast, he would have gotten Saya before he even got a global to press a bubble. Though still, he was able to get a pretty big cooldown out of him. Didn't even see the Rogue hiding in bushes. The Rogue is literally camping him in main. Holy. Blind to follow. Saya with a Blessing of Saint. I don't think you're going to be able to get a sap on him, are you? Ooh, still got eyes, so he still knows exactly where you are. Step and maybe follow up. Big coup de grace. It's over. It's over for Saya. Well done. Too fast. Too fast. Too fast for Saya. That's for sure. That's for sure. Well done. Well done. Let's get another one going, boys. Let me know when you guys are good on especially Johnny, or I guess Saya. Saya can also let me know how it works too. Midnight Duel Arenas. Here we go. We need apparently somebody for Team Lemon. Oh, okay. what I'm gonna do is give Lemon the lead, because he knows how to make groups. I'm gonna let him do his thing. Lemon, you will need to list it up. I will. Well, let's get an invite, man. Crazy Cat, he's in the PvE. Yeah, go ahead, Judy. You're good. Dragon Attack? Oh, wait, Curdy. Who else can I invite? Frosty. I'm gonna let him know. I'm gonna see if I can. Oh, no. What did Mushroom say? Okay. Perfect. Yeah, after this will be Nesmershka's last, but we'll see if somebody can take over for Nesmershka then. So we can keep these going for a little longer. Join up, boys. I'm trying, man. I'm trying to get you guys a +1. Yeah, Nal is in full green gear, so he's doing his thing. He's gearing that thing. Simon, I don't remember if he joins duels. He's in halls, so I'm just gonna let him do his thing. But we got the group listed. If you guys want to join us, John needs a +1. Real quick, real quick. It's really coming down to that end of an expansion time, boys, ain't it? Yeah, this week, and then next week is the final week, and then we got midnight. So what I think tonight, what we'll do is we'll do it today, we'll do it tomorrow, we'll do it next week, and then we'll, because convention comes out on 27th, we can't duel that week. I'm just gonna have to consolidate all the groups that we have for duels, and see if I can just get some B-roll going, maybe, possibly. What's up, Jab? How you doing, my man? Is Warlock better than Shadowpriest for PvP? I rarely see a good priest. Priests are pretty good. Priests are generally pretty good. Priests are really good in group content because they got like what? A range stun, a range silence, AoE fear. So they got really good setups and generally good damage and good support tools too. Like life swap can be really good. Void shift, off healing with VE can also be really, really strong too. In some cases, like it's solid healing. Like when it's up, it's pretty impactful. Fade is also really good. Both Warlock and Priest, they bring their own strengths and weaknesses. I feel like with Warlocks, a lot of the times like you can't cast ever. Like, and people try to stop your cast. With Priest, I think you can get a lot of your damage out without even having to cast. Like tentacle slaps, just put dots on everybody, right? And they can cleave dots on people. So if you're just trying to get your dots, it's a couple of tentacle slaps, and then you just need to get yourself the rift, couple of damage, couple of hits. So finding moments to cast, I think, can be easier as a Shadow Priest in some cases, but you are generally squishier, so you're very cooldown reliant. Range, stunning, and life swap gone. No, is life swap gone? I don't think range stun is gone. No, I think it's horror. I think they made a baseline. I could be wrong. I could be maybe I'm wrong, right? Maybe I'm very, very wrong. Wait, is these two dudes attacking each other? Wait, can you duel each other? Wait, these two are actually just dueling each other in Orgrimmar. Huh? How? How are these two dueling each other in Orgrimmar? I'm sorry, what? I don't think I've ever seen two Valperas. Why are Valperas fighting each other in Orgrimmar? Yeah, they actually did duel each other. You could duel in Orgrimmar? Shadow Prince doesn't stun anymore. What? I'm sorry, seriously? Since when? There's no shot. Hold on, I don't believe it. I actually don't believe that Shadow Priest doesn't have a stun anymore. Seriously? There's no way. Why? Why did they remove that? Yeah, Psychic Scream. Fear. Really? That's so odd, man. Oh, the horror? It is the horror. Literally, the horrify effect is gone. That's... Wow, I did not know. That must have been... Because look, Bree's got a couple of reworks. Image, we are so shit. It's PvE spec. That's crazy. Who the hell... Did they at least give it back as a tap PvP talent or something? There's no shot. Yeah, bro, has me honestly having trouble with shadow setup now, and without light swap, you feel it. So light swap, okay, light swap. I don't think it should have removed light swap, but it was like a spec thing, right? Does it not make it a PvP talent? No, they actually didn't. Yeah, you're right. You don't have a PvP talent. Swap used to be one of these here, but they gave like fade, which is fine as a talent. 30% damage is fine as a talent. Angelic Bulwark is fine as a talent. I know they gave a priest a bunch of baseline things like Disperse. Used to be a talent, and then it made a baseline. Silence is baseline. I was pretty sure it was Psychic Link or Stun or whatever. Horrify? Whatever it's called. Pretty sure that was made baseline too. No fair. Yeah, not fair, but yeah. That's kind of awful actually when you think about it. Yeah, what the hell do you do as a priest then? Actually. I was running around with the idea that you still have a stun. Now I feel disappointed in myself. How did I miss that? I try to keep up with classes as best as I can. I know I'm not going to be perfect with it. Like, there's going to be some classes I'm just going to move past, but I'm actually kind of disappointed in myself. Not going to lie. Legit disappointed a little bit. How did I not know? Can I see like all the... There used to be like, you used to be able to go to the spec on Icy Veins and it would tell you like midnight and tell you all these things that are new. Remove talents. So Void Torrent, yeah. Void Shift, Silence baseline, Disperse baseline, Last Word baseline. Remove from class talents. So there's one for PvE, a PvE guide that does go over things that got removed, but it doesn't mention stun. It just mentions things that got removed. Void Torrent, which is now like part of the hero spec. Oh, Psychic Horror, it is on there. It is on there. It's just not like highlighted with like a tooltip. Damn. Yeah, I guess I didn't. I did miss it. Like completely. It's hard to get peeps off of my Trinket Fear. Maybe I'll get a precog and mind control. Yeah, that's awful then. Yeah, it's awful. Peeps off if the Trinket Fear. As a warlock, you mean? I guess you got Mortal Coil, but yeah. Yeah. Or you could always play Demonology so you get access to Axos for stuns. But yeah. No PvP talent for it. You would think they would at least give him a PvP talent for a stun. Maybe they're just like, well, we want Shadow Priest just to do damage, so now you literally are a PvE bot with the AoE, with the silence and AoE fears, and that's all you do. I feel like that would be okay if Priest got like crazy good mobility, right? If you could use maybe Fade often, so you could Fade, break out of a slow, pop out of fear. Right, maybe then I feel like that could kind of sort of work, but I don't know. I've been on Warlock and Shadow Priest for the last few, and that change really sucks for us at Warlock CC went up. Yeah, now they have like what, AoE Fear and Mortal Coil, and you have Normal Fear, and you have Succubus or Axtos. Or if you're like Demonology, you could have Axtos and a proper pet kick too. That just becomes a normal range kick that you get to cast whenever you wanna. It is kind of crazy. Yeah, it really does feel like whoever designed them for PvE was not thinking about PvP whatsoever. That's odd. I thought Void Shift was a really cool button, but maybe they were like, well, we want to streamline. I guess it's streamlining classes so you don't have like crazy tech to play around with that does require group communication or whatever. I guess, but like Shadow Priest needs to be like passively tanky or something then, right? If you're gonna put the spec that usually relies off of allies and cooldowns to live, we need to give him some kind of passiveness or something. like a passive way to heal. They even took away any kind of healing off of DP because it's no longer DP. It's just Shatterword Madness now, isn't it? It doesn't even have the same effect. All right, who else can I invite to duels? You too, sugar daddy. That's how Saint added from the good old days. They get a talent for 10% damage reduction on fade, but it's honestly May. It's a good talent for PvE content, but yeah, for PvP it does very little. For PvP it does very, very, very little. Unfortunately. It's hard to find one guy. Yeah, we're getting one guide here, Johnny. We're literally getting one guide here. 100% getting one guide. Yeah. What do you... It's an end of an expansion. End of an era. I could see if maybe Ben wants to join. I don't know if he does PvP at all, but I could ask him anyway. I did my job. I did my part. I've harassed literally everybody on my BNet. What else do you want from me? Dude, I'm so hungry. I'm actually so hungry right now. I even had a quick lunch before this and I'm still hungry. But my day has been weird, dude. I've been waking up at 5:30 in the morning or 6 or today 6:30 in the morning. And I don't even have an alarm set for that early. So I was talking to my Cairo and he's like, he said he always wakes up whenever like the sun hits, the sun or the light starts shining through in the house. And I'm starting to think like maybe it's just starting to do it to me because you know we've been through, it's been dark all the time outside, but now the sun is starting to rise a little earlier. It's starting to happen. You know, the clocks are going to be shifting at some point. So now since I'm seeing, you know, getting hit by the light, even if it's like just the break of dawn kind of light, just a little bit of light, my eyes just pop open. Dal, man, Dal, how you doing, man? I don't appreciate it. If that's your opinion, you're welcome to your opinion. I'm not gonna comment more than that. But yeah, dude, that kind of sucks about Shadow, dude. I did not know, man. I'm sorry, boys. I'm sorry, Shadow Priest friends. Look, sometimes I usually try to be like, you know what? Here's a bright side. I don't know a bright side with Priest there on that one. Unless they give you something else, I feel like they're gonna have to do some tuning for Priest. If they gave Psychic Link back as a PvP talent, it at least would be like a step in the right direction. I also don't think some of the PvP talents for Shadow Priest in general are not bad, but they're always just so weird and like very, very specific. Is it me? I feel like they could give you guys a whole new set of PvP talents and that could help this spec a bunch. Because look, I'll bring it with me. For PvP talents, you have Absolute Faith. Leap Faith pulls 3 targets. So like you could grip allies to you, which is fine. It's okay. I think it's an okay talent. Cascading Horrors, perfectly fine. With Eruption, they should make this, with this talent, this should become an insta-cast, I think. If it has a cast or activate, this should make it insta. So you can just pop it. During Madness, while Void Form is active, being attacked will reduce cooldown of Void Form. I mean, I guess that's fine. If it has a spell to remove, reduce cooldown. Mind Trauma is like you just steal haste from people, which I guess is fine, but like it's just weird, right? Stealing haste. Could it be good? Maybe, but it's like it's a nuisance more than anything. Mind Games is good. I'm fine with Mind Games. Phase Shift gives you that, what is it, dodge, but like you don't, you know what I mean? Like it just makes Translucent worse. When Psychic Scream ends for one or more players, affects one or more players, the crowd control effects against you prevented. I mean, I guess that's fine, but it's a weird one. I feel like this one could be swapped out. Siphon is okay too. Siphon is fine. I feel like Driven to Madness could be made better, Cascading Hordes could be made better, and Psychic Strike could be made better. I feel like Madness spell, I don't know, like reduce it from 2 minutes to 1 minute. Maybe that's okay. I would swap out Mind Trauma, Driven to Madness, buff up Cascading to be just better, and then change up Psychic Shroud. So it's like more usable, more doable. You want to have some CC protection, that'll be fine. That'll be okay. But like, not after you land fear on 2 people. That was just too weird. Would Eruption is really hit or miss, often misses entirely. Yeah, exactly. This is why I feel like what they should do with Wood Eruption is allow you to use it regularly, often. Maybe make it so that your Void Form now is 1 minute CD, but have the duration. So you could avoid eruption, just so you can just void form, and then just benefit from the fact that you're cascading more often. So like you go in a team fight, you just go in with a big cascade. But it also forces you to put yourself up in melee, or wait until somebody's chasing you and then use it to kind of disorient everybody. I feel like that one should maybe like have a longer range and have these things target player location, not just randomly around you, but target player's last location, right? So if you get some kind of slow, you'll be good. Doritos full of chickens. Is it actually? Did it do something with Doritar? Is it for like an event? Or is it people, or are you trying to duel people and nobody wants to duel you? They don't join. Ah. But you guys are asking dudes out on Doritar? Well, I appreciate it. I really, really appreciate you guys for trying. I really, really do. Who else can I invite, man? Because I've been enjoying these duels a lot. I don't want to stop. I'm gonna hit up MML. See, maybe he'll be interested. Who knows, man? Who knows? I know Paz is a PvE friend, so he doesn't really do much in terms of PvP. But you're doing it on planes. Or leveling. Literally leveling. I was going to pretend they're dueling. Oof. I was gonna say, like, if they wanted to really duel, they could join us, but they let them do their thing. I told my duo that the dev is just an insane as a real as praise. Feels bad. So the thing is, it feels like the dev that made Shadow Priest what they are is a PvE dev, right? They don't consider ramifications of PvP at all. They're basically just like, okay, we're just gonna clean up a lot of bloat for PvE purposes, for dungeons and raids, and it's fine as is. But then the PvP team is gonna have to go in and be like, okay, we have to figure out how to save this thing. How do we do that? Found one? Yo, I'm good. Queue now, yeah. Queue up. I'll send it. If you guys are good, I'll send it. That's the thing. I need to type it. Nas, Nashka, and Embrizaz. We going? With Chicago Shammy? NA. We're on EU today, but Chicago is NA. Tomorrow on NA, we'll also be starting the duel an hour late. We're gonna try, see how that works. We're gonna try an hour later. See if maybe that helps NA get like bodies together. But yeah, I'm planning to do more duels tomorrow. But yeah, Chicago, I'm glad I got at least enough clips to put like a clip of Chicago just pump it on the enhancement. That thing is literally just like a I-win button. Press send and win. It's crazy. Saya, let me know. Are we good? Do it send? Do I go? Because I'll go now. Or they just tune it so it goes in the same one patch and then swiftly nerfed. That's all they could do, I feel like, at this point. I think that's all they could do at that point. A lot of high lobbies. Nice. Let's do Tigers. Is it not Sai? Is it Johnny again? Wait, what the hell? Says I don't have a target. Me? Is Johnny bugged? Yeah, Johnny, you're still bugged. Eliminate? Okay, I can do eliminate. Doom Hammer? I can do Doom Hammer. Eliminate Doom Hammer. I should just be able to eliminate. Lemonade E. Doesn't work either. Doom Hammer. Doesn't work. Yeah, it does not track your character online. Is the problem. Switch it to Sire real quick. Yeah. Cool. Do me doubt. Yeah. It's just with Johnny, something happened on his BNet. It's if you look up Johnny's name on BNet, like I have to scroll all the way down, and it shows he's on BNet but not on WoW, right? Johnny boy. So for some reason the game is not tracking his like character and his real ID together. It's not synced up for some reason. Okay, Tiger's Peak does not work, so we're gonna go not Tigers. We're gonna go Blades. Did they fix Blades? We'll find out. We'll find out if they are fixed blades, I guess. Is it working? Too fast to see? Okay, we give too fast a second. 1 DC, we give them a sec. Yeah, we'll give too fast a second. We'll give him a second. Bless the guy. He might come back. He might come back. We have to try, chat. Give him 5 minutes. Trust me, I really want to play, but like, waiting for one more guy, dude. I don't want to get one guy again, please. Give him a second, maybe he'll be back. Yeah, I'll just have to wait. He said good night. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we need one more again. We need one more again. Wait, Saya also needs one more? Wait, Saya, we got 4. You guys got 4. We got 4. We could just do 4v4. We could just send it 4v4. We could just send it because the person was like, I got one more in me. We could just send it 4v4, man. You guys want to do that? Send him 4v4 real quick. Just do it. We're 5. Damn it. Okay, well now we need a 5. For some reason I looked at your thing and it said 4. Okay, multi-core, 5V5 1v1 duels, competitive. Okay, we need one of us. Real quick. Real fast. Oh, Survival Hunter with dual wield? Yo, is Survival Hunter dual wield even like a viable thing, by the way? Is it actually viable, or is it like, it's kind of doable, but like more flavor than anything? I guess I could actually look at Wowhead, couldn't I? See what they say. I'm sure if I go to like gear, it might say something about like weapons. No, dual wield is behind a two-hand weapon in every situation. We only recommend a two-handed weapon. If you really wish to dual wield, we recommend weapons with crit mastery and crit mastery. Okay. So they're saying two-handed is much better. But if you do end up going with a weapon, those are the stats. But it is unfortunately behind. Then again, it makes sense because like it uses different kind of scaling, right? It's not scaled the same at all. So what can you really do? Alrighty. Now who else can I pester? I asked Call. I asked this crazy cat want to join? Ask Nelly. Ask Nelly. If this is the last duel of the night, at this point, I'm not gonna hold back. I'm just gonna hit him up. Maybe he'll say yeah, maybe he'll say no. Who knows? Back from clap. Is that a dungeon? Probably a zone. Dark from Cliff sounds like why does that sound something from Dragonflight? Definitely sounds like someone from Dragonflight. Dude, how are these Valkyries just dueling out here, man? Gotta be like going to like some building and then placing like a dueling flag in there, right? Because I don't even see like any banner that drop down and duel each other. Annihilator? Yo. Never mind, cancelled. I thought maybe. Or no? Annihilator? Mage King suggested to provide a head tracker. Oh, well, we got him. We got a guy for now. We got a guy. Appreciate you though. Worst to worst, we got the heads tracker guy after. Alrighty, we'll try this again. Blades. I should have done tigers, but we'll do blades. At this point. At this point. Let's see if they even fix Blades Edge Arena, or if it still has that like one area that's like untextured. Untextured and uncultured. Wait, did they fix it? Wait, they actually did it. Which? They actually fixed it. They actually fixed the texture. Dude, it took an entire expansion to fix the texture in the Blades Edge Arena, man. This used to be so like messed up. Oh my. It's so weird. It's so weird not seeing it be like this looks normal, but then on the other side it was like a jumbled mess. And it was like that on the other side too. Just a jumbled mess of just like a random color schemes. Although it feels like the rocks they're using here are like darker rocks, lighter rocks. I wonder if that's on purpose. Or maybe this is like also bugged, but they're just like, okay, good enough. I don't even know, dude. I can't even tell. We got ourselves Saya over for the team 2 ready to go. We got ourselves Curdy, Lemonade might be going up first. Rice as well as RPVP versus Annihilator. Is it going to be first up? As a, what is it, survival hunter? Wait, dual wield survival? We got Atho, we got ourselves Mage King, Discoshka, and Radama is going to be first up versus Lemonade. Hey! The two homies dueling one another. Does go for a bit of a backflip. Immediate blessing is sank. And this is where Lemonade just gonna look at the movement, man. Just backing up out of there, using the mobility. The glides. The Sigil of Misery does connect. Unfortunately, Lemonade did end up burning a trinket. I don't think he trusted the Sigil of Misery to actually do stuff. Is going to go for a big hit. Final. Ooh, massive damage onto Radimus with a full metamorphosis. Try to see if he can take him out. Maybe that's enough damage. Magic immunity, unfortunately, is going to put him in a great spot. Lemonade backing up out of there. Magic immune. He's just going to go for a meld. Unfortunately, the Dawn Light is still hurting him. He got a bit of a shielding. Keep himself kind of alive. But at this point, like, what can you do? Warlock Hellstone is available. Should send it. You have it, since you have a Warlock on your team, so you should definitely send it. But right now, his health is just in a bit of a tough spot. He can pick up some souls. Soul fragments are gonna give him just a little bit of healing, but, like, there just isn't much he can really do. I think he just gotta stay away, right? Just gotta stay away, generate whatever soul fragments he can, chip away damage at Radimus, and Radimus is just in a good spot, man. You can always sit down for Mage Food, unfortunately. Eliminated will not be able to do the same. Next stun, I think for Lemonade might be tough here. He can move. He can use mobility to just get around. Does get himself a bit of a backflip. I think trying to see if he can bait a Hodge, but I don't think he was able to. Imprison. Does he have anything to follow up? Unfortunately, it's going to be a stun. Wake of Ashes to follow, unless he's got to heal off of this. I don't know if he has one. Unless he has meta, and maybe he can go for like leech healing with meta. Try to see if he can back up out of the Void Ray. Unfortunately, it's tough. It's tough. It's just rough. The problem with the Demon Hunter, the Devourer spec, it does a lot of damage, but it feels like it gets locked down in a stun too easily. Like, there's just not much you can do to, like, follow up, you know? At least when it comes to Havoc, their Soul Shard healing is really, really high. They just don't generate as many Soul Shards. Whereas Devourer generates a lot of Soul Shards, but that healing is then lower. You know? I don't know, man. It's just tough. It's just really, really tough. I think it's almost like you just gotta like dodge CC, not get CC in the first place, and just melt it from afar. Hey, dueling Paladins. Paladins have been pretty rough during majority of War Within. When it comes to 1v1s, though, to be fair. Gonna be a Trinket Soulfire to follow. Big damage opener by Rice with a full go. Fear to follow. Bunch of bolts from that Overlord as well. Overlord should be able to do Aurora Fiend. Aurora Fiend should be able to do a ton of damage. Stun onto Rice. Does go for a Trinket with the port right after. Radimus is put up in a not a great spot. Mortal is gonna connect. Bolt right after. Got himself another bolt. Not gonna be able to send him flying. Bubble out for Radimus. This is where, yep, he's just gonna try to see if he can go down. I think he's trying to see if he can go for the gateway. See if he can maybe possibly back up out of there completely. Plenty of movement. That gate position a little bit odd for you, but it does apparently take it to the top of the ramp either way. If you're to follow, that's an opportunity for you to make some damage happen. Blessing is saying does keep Radimus out of the fear range for too long. Yet another bolt, but look at the hammer damage out for the Paladino. Does go for the wall. Stumble Radimus. I don't know if you can go for Succubus CC to just spam some fears into the Paladin. Succubus CC still does go through with another gateway. Rice needs to get himself that Soul Fire. He needs to get himself that Soul Firebolt in there. If he can do that, if he can do himself a big bolt, he'll be perfect. He'll be in a great, great spot. Try to see if he can set up a gate. Possibly position a, what is it, a port. But he really needs to be very careful here. He's got Mortal Coil, he's got Fear, he's got Dark Pack. He's got a lot of things to work with here. He just really needs to get that open with a Soul Fire as best as he can. Succubus CC would be amazing for you. And I think it was actually an interrupt onto the Succubus. No, did not get an interrupt to Succubus. Fear, Mortal Coil into Soul Fire. Does Radimus? He goes behind the pillar. That Soul Fire is going to connect, but he's got that Orphean attacking him, charging up immediately. Rice is going to go for a port. Does have Reflect in case he needs to. Succubus CC just to pull Radimus away from him. Radimus still charging out. Reflect. Is going to go for a stun. He knows he delayed. He knows he delayed. He's going to wait. He's going to wait. There goes the stun. Rice is now out in the open. Does he have anything to follow up? Mad damage out of the Paladino. He got himself the burst he needed. Divine Toll into double hammer, triple hammer judgments, or rather, what is it? Hammer wreck. So it does do plenty of damage there. It does do quite a lot. Radimus having to go versus RPVP. Immediate blessing is saying stun, locking him as soon as he's got him. Wings, everything available. Dawnlight, shield defense ahead of time. So Radimus can't even go for any kind of counter pressure. Trying to go for a kick does not get landed though. So it is a juke. Radimus does get himself a small breather, but he's still not in a great spot. Trinket for RPVP. He's getting super aggressive. Laying hands out for Radimus. Like, that's his only one last reset. The only thing he's got right now is the fact that the next Hodge is going to be able to mute it. He's got adaptation. That's about it. But Radimus still needs to do whatever he can to fight back here. Immediate Trinket. Does he have enough damage into RPVP? I don't know if he can get himself enough burst in order to force a bubble out of the other guy. Laying hands, I think it's over for Radimus. All he can do is just whatever damage, just PvE him down, but that's about it. With Annihilator gonna be up next. Dual wielding survival hunter. I want to see if that's gonna work out well at all. I think the look is awesome, right? Sword and an axe. He's got himself a cool look going in general. Got himself Blessing of Saint. The gun does get damage rolling in. Blessing of Saint, it's magic immune. You can still do physical damage. Does go for disarm. Trinket to follow off of the Hodge. As Annihilator, just try to see if he can back up out. If he turns around and just starts Mongo's biting to chop him through, he should be able to make something happen off of it when you think about it. Or the pet kill commands too. That could also be able to do some decent damage as well, especially if he's going for not the. Especially, I don't know if he's playing a pack leader or if he's playing the. I don't think he's Sentinel, is he? I think I would have been seeing like some arcane stars and things. Bubble out. That's where you need to go for immune. You might need to go for Turtle Shell of your own, just in case there's a Hodge. For RPVP right now, this is an opportunity. If you Hodge, you maybe win. Annihilate you. If you land a stun on the guy, Blessing trades. Just trades the CC. Steal Awake of Ashes. I don't know if you could do it. Feign death, but it is a real death. Unfortunately, he was just trying to feint it, but then just lights out. That's rough. RPVP at least given an opportunity by Ather to get a bit of a heal, a bit of a recuperate, a little bit of a setup, but the RPVP is walking into this without a Blessing of Saint. No bubble. Maybe lay on hands, but I'm not even 100% on that. So Ather, as long as he plays it carefully, you should be able to turn this around on him. And just get himself a bunch of pressure out here. Stun, shield of vengeance. And Ather knows I don't want to take a lot of damage from that shield of vengeance. I'm just gonna go for blind. Trinket out for RPVP. He just tried to see if he can get some damage going. Maybe that's the play. Put pressure onto Ather because he's like, you know what? I have nothing else to lose. I mean, I'm just gonna die anyway. Just trying to see. Wait, Ather is Ather Dawnlight? Ather's Dawnlight. Ather's Dawnlight. Oh, it's over. Oh, it's over. Ather's been hammering these boys before with a Lights Hammer, but he is playing for keeps now. Dawnlight, baby. Which is still, it's kind of disgusting how strong Dawnlight is, continues to be in PvP. At least in 1v1s. I'm not a big fan. I like the hammer. Hammer's a lot more fun. Just a big old like crit with a hammer. It's so satisfying. But yeah. Dirty got him some technical slaps over for Ather. He's gonna go for a quick fear. More slaps to follow up. Got himself void form and just try to see if he can pump damage into Ather. Full rift is available. Is gonna get interrupted on Shadow. The rift, does it follow Ather? It does follow him. I was thinking it's gonna fall off the edge. I was gonna wonder if the rift was just gonna float with Ather or go around. I'm pretty sure the rift is like a it's an animation, but it's also like an actual like physical object. It does follow Atherman. I do wonder if it just like would float after him though, or not. Or would it like try to run around the ramps? Pretty sure it just follows, right? Pretty sure it just phases through. Trying to see if he can avoid it. Blessing is saying so he's got himself full immune against magic damage. It's gonna be a quick fade for Curdy with the disperse. He's like, you know what? That's a lot of damage out of Atham. He's got immune. I might as well start healing. Disperse is gonna at least enable some of that healing. Got him some additional pets rolling in as well. Athaman is taking a bit of that passive damage, but nothing he can't really handle at the moment. For Curdy, it's a question, when do you get another big fade? Or not fade, but another big rift. Got him some double tentacle stabs. He's going to get that Nazathian proc too. He's doing a bit of damage to Atho. Not a crazy amount, but a bit. A decent bit. Into a full rift. Does get a Hodge. Curdy does at least have health here to work with, and VE. So maybe VE. Fear, does prepare. Also going to be VE. Silence to follow onto Atho. Bubbles it. I don't know if you go for Massive Spell or not. Trying to see if you can get it. Does get interrupted. It's over. It's over. It's over. Got himself a bit of shield. Looking for a heal, but yeah. It's over. Unfortunately, it is over. Atho did end up bubbling. Did use Spell Warden. Maybe 11 hands. I'm not even 100% of that though. But it looks like Highly Saya is going to give him at least a chance. Saya will need to go through Atho. He's got Mage Kings in the back as well as Nesmershka as well. I like your camel mount, by the way. I almost never see anybody with a camel mount. They look fantastic. They really do look fantastic. Saya is... I don't know how Atha wins this actually. I really don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know. I really... Maybe he could wait it out. Maybe he could Blessing of Sanct the stun. Maybe he can go for Lay on Hands. Just not in a great position. There goes a full stun. He can go for Human Racial. Shield of Vengeance for this go, so you'll have a trinket, stun breaker for the next one. And Arthur is playing Dawnlight this time around though. So maybe at 52% dampening, he can still just use self-healing in order to survive. Saya, that or he dies. There goes a Lay on Hands. So he did have to use one big forbearance button. That's his one out. Blessing of Sanct in case Saya follows up with anything else. And that's going to be Magic Immunity. Arthur can get out of a stun. He can Human Racial a stun, use a mobility to escape. He needs to get himself a Dawnlight healing with Eternal Flame. Whatever healing you can get right now, you need it. You need it. Stun onto Asaya, Blessing of Sanct, it's so early, does have a Human Racial, so both break blind. And Atherman, as long as he can get whatever damage done to Saya from a distance, while also keeping himself healed just to live, maybe he can get a ball back. But Saya looks like he's committing all mobility to get the damage onto Atha. Oh wait, Atha is not a Dawnlight. Never mind, Atha isn't a Dawnlight Paladin. Never mind, I thought he was a Dawnlight Paladin. I didn't realize he had the hammer spinning around him. I saw the tether, and it looked like it was tether from Atha to the other Pally. But no, stun onto Saya. Saya's gonna have to bubble it, right? He's gonna have to bubble it. There's just no way he doesn't. There's just no shot he doesn't. Lay on Hands, there it is. There it is. It's over. It's over. It's over. For some reason I thought he was Dawnlight. For some reason I thought he was Dawnlight. PvE spec plus high dampening. Nice as to see the freaking the heal. Poor. Yeah. For Curdy, I have no idea what Blizzard was thinking, but they left Shadow Priest in poverty. The fact that they no longer have a proper stun. You guys are a mage. You guys are basically a mage without the cool mage mechanics. Hell, even mages have a stun. Look at Frost Mage. Snow Drift is a thing. Like at this point, Curdy, I don't know, man. I don't know. Imagine if they just like decided, oh, Alpha Rogue, you don't get a stun. You don't get a kitten shot. It's like, what the hell? What the hell, Blizzard? Why? Why? Such a basic CC. Base CC. And you just remove it out of the class. Unforgivable, man. Unbelievable. Stun onto Saya. Does have a bubble, so he does still have it saved from Atha. May need to use it. Choosing not to. Choosing not to. He's like, you know what? I'll be okay. Decided, you know what? I'll spend the global here. I'll spend the global. You as a Pally, you always need to make sure you save a global for that bubble. Does he know where the special is at? He's guessing. He is guessing. Do you sap him? Is Blessing of Sanct not reducing the duration of a sap? I guess it doesn't. Especially with the pre-evasion, trick it out right after. No more immunity for Saya. I think it's just going to be lights. Yeah, I think he just has it. Oh, is it enough? It is enough. Yeah, he is enough. There it is. Pick it up. Look at the palace, dude. Look at the palace. Oh my goodness. Alrighty, let's see if we can get another one going. Yeah. Let's see if the game lets us. Play again. Neat. Naspershka, send me an invite because you said you were gonna go. Unless you're down to play one more, invite me to the group so I can like add Crazy Cat into the game. Because he said he'd be down. Crazy Cat said he'll be down. What makes you think I was Herald? I saw the Dawnlight connected from you to the guy, and I saw a Dawnlight on you and what looked like a line from you to the Pala. And I thought like, oh, well, the line on you is like a little higher, on the other guy it's a little lower, so it's like it comes from you down to him for some reason. Is the angle. Is the angle. Literally the angle. Molten Core. Duels. Competitive. Okay, so we'll need, with Crazy Cat, we'll still need one more. We'll try to see if we can get a +1. Oh, Mage Kings. Mage King, if you wanna invite that guy you tried inviting earlier, we got a freeze. About 8 PM. Yeah, if you want to invite him, well, welcome to GG's. Thanks for streaming out. Thanks for coming by, bud. Appreciate you. Thanks so much. Hopefully we'll see you next week, yeah? Great games, man. Invite, we got Crazy Cat. We got the Crazy Cat here. Live on stream? Hell yeah, guy. Hell yeah. We'll need a +1 too. +1 as well. Hopefully we'll get somebody. Johnny Kalahari, Kodoko, Limp and Liam. I don't think he joins duels. Could be wrong. Okay, yeah, we'll still need a +1. Still need Onomas. And hopefully we can get a +1. I checked through my entire Bina, boys. My entire Bina is spent. So I wish I could do more, but it's spent. So yeah. I unfortunately can't do much more. At least for the time being. Ay. Okay, I'm gonna close Twitter. I'm gonna close Twitter, bro. I'm gonna close Twitter. I posted about the what is it? I just make blog posts about literally a bunch of things. I posted about when somebody discovered there's heirloom glaives, war glaives to demon hunters. I posted about those when they came out. When they added the Heartsteel currency for like the decorations on the store, I posted about that. With Heartsteel, I just expressed like, I don't like it. I don't like it. I was actually thinking that the whole store housing decor on the store would come out as like a 0.5.7 update after season 1 launches. I didn't think they would get it up and running this early, but I was really hoping I'd see it a lot later. And I just posted like I was hoping I wouldn't see this for a while, but there it is. We have it. And I'm surprised by how many people were like, "What do you mean? What's wrong with this? I love swiping my credit card and buying decor." And it's like, ay. Well, I was always had a a shop, and the game is fine. It's like, dude, all I said is I don't like it. All I said is I don't like it. I don't like it. At least thank God there's like some sane people that are like, yeah, probably would have been cooler if they added like some of these cosmetics as like an in-game reward. More satisfying than just swiping a credit card. I don't like it, dude. I don't like it at all. Every time I post open Twitter, I'm just like, I just want to see what's going on. I just want to see the news. I just want to see what's happening, right? I just want to see what the hell is happening. I see just a bunch of alerts. I'm like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to look. I'm not gonna look. And it's not even like drama, it's just depressing. It's just depressing how many people actually like support it. I just don't get it. Mage King's heads tracker, there we go. Thank you, guy. Hopefully he gets in. Hopefully he gets in. We still could do a, here we go. Beautiful. I'm gonna make a athlete to make this easy. Okay. Invite spectator match. Alpha man and wait, Saya Breeze as. There we go. Yeah. Games that have a shop may end up putting the best cosmetics in the shop. That's always a possibility, right? That is the biggest problem. Because like you see in some of the transmog that Blizzard put up on the store, right? Thank God we have the trading post, and they put up like Blood Troll set, which is like sexy as hell. Thank God to put that on there, but like they could totally just start putting the best of the best sets on the store. Or mounts, they've done it forever. Mounts that like no unique model in game. It's not even a recolor of something that exists. Like the cat mount. Any cat mounts, there's none that you can earn in game. They're all from the store. Unique skeleton, unique animations, and it's just like, at the very least, I guess I in some sense I was like, you know what? At least the store doesn't like mounts and transmog. At least it's not like the end game, right? But for many players, housing is going to be their end game. I know it's like a cosmetic thing. I know it's like side optional thing, but there's going to be people that are playing how just for housing. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's I guess you could call it what, a slippery slope. It's all started with goddamn horse armor, man. Oblivion horse armor started this. God damn it, Todd. Honestly. Which? Got ourselves our PvP immediately hit by the breathless Mage Kings finally. Immediate trinket to follow with and invis right after into a poly to follow. It's just immediate go. It just doesn't even have any breaks, doesn't have any stops. It's gonna be ultra at the very least. Got interrupted on fire. At least you can ultra back. And the Phoenix is going to be blasting out RPVP, who's got himself plenty of survivability by the looks of it. He's just not abated at all. Does get interrupted for a second with the freedom. Try to see if he can spell steal it with it, or remove it rather, with a blood of racial. Is that GPI even going to connect? I thought those like the walls around like the edges would be a line of sight. Does get himself those meteorites spawning down, but RPVP just got himself plenty of healing going. Plenty of heals going. That is, I was gonna say, Mage Kings finally gets a chance to play, but immediately RPVP went at him so hard from the opener, trinketed that of the bat of the go, and just putting in the pressure, man. It looks like Paladins are rewarded if they just put in a ton of pressure right now. You just go in, make some damage happen, get the Dawnlet rolling early, and just continue hammering away. 5 Paladins, damn. Oh, it is a lot of Paladins, isn't it? Yeah, I didn't realize that tracker was a Pally. Yeah. We thought we were done with the whole Paladin meta war within. It looks like we were just back in there for midnight, boys. You know what? It's pre-patch. The way I look at it, it's just pre-patch. Wait until everybody gets their Apex talents, and then it might be a little bit different. Big burst out, RPVP. May need to use someone here. That is going to be a Phoenix just barraging him with those meteorites from the back. He's got him pretty low, actually. Almost an execute range. If you got Scorches on top of it while it combusts up, this could be huge, actually. If you got the big one-shot, no. No, he does not. Lay on hands is going to stop a lot of this. Mage Kings is having to go for yet another poly G-Pie so he can continue blasting out at PvP with a meteor on top of it. Ice Wall to follow, just putting him at bay. I like the Ice Wall tech. I like the Ice Wall play. But does he have an out? Wake of Ashes is going to be the Dawnlight. Got him some plenty of dot damage and plenty of healing right now while dampening isn't super high. There goes the block. Mage Kings, I guess, found himself in a situation where he couldn't really do much. Kona Cold with that Nova, with that interrupt too. Poly into Pi, does go for a trinket. Does he have a blink? Does have a blink. He could go for another Pi. Those Polys are completely DR'd, but if you got any damage, Meteor is available. Unfortunately, he just invis. He just let a G-Pi go and went invis, and I'm gone. And I'm Houdini. G-Pi into immediate invis. I don't know if he knew. I don't know if he just saw the immunity and then invis, or if he just pre-planned it. Maybe he didn't know. Maybe he's like, you know what, he's gonna have to press something. But now, G-Pi, Meteor, everything. Oh, this could be good. This could be good. He could be cooking. That's a lot of damage. Hold on. RPVP may have to go for it. Scorches? Yo, you could get one shot by Scorch. We said that last week. You could get just one shot by Scorch. Hold on a second. There goes a bubble. I just scorching him. He's still super, super low. If you land a good Scorch, you'll be fine. Go 5 pal versus 5 pal. What is it? Some Rextra light instead of like what, 40 Paladins versus 40 whatever. Just 5v5. You might as well, right? But Paladins are good they are, might as well at this point. Fireball, Scorches, is it enough? Oh, I think it does take it. Mage Kings fought hard, long and hard for that one. To earn that victory against the Paladino, man. That was a hard fought battle. Literally went through every single immunity. We couldn't stand Reds or no longer the most hated class in season 3. The title is claimed by MM Hunters. Okay, if you're talking about in like solo, fair. If you're talking about 1v1, I don't think Hunter's ever been that broken in 1v1. Maybe like survival in like Legion with the trap tech that they could do around pillars where you just were basically walking through perma slow at all times. But yeah, I don't know. 1v1, Rip Pally definitely were hated. I'm not gonna pretend like they weren't. 1v1, they were definitely pretty something. Mage Kings just forced to take some damage there. Not much you can really do. No doubt they were. Marksman Hunters, solos, I can agree. But in 1v1, I don't think Marksmen were hated for 1v1s. I don't think at any point. I think Marksmen were kind of surprised whenever we saw Marksman pop off. Curdy trying to see if he can give himself a bit of a pop off too. Wall is down, but Mage Kings does have, oh, he doesn't have Ultra. He doesn't have Ultra. Curdy removed it. I thought for a second he would have an Ultra without Wall. Try to see if he can get away from the Rift. Trying to blast some damage into Curdy, but Curdy at least got damage. Even though Shadowpriest can no longer crowd control anymore, at least it could do some form of damage. And it looks like Mage Kings does survive with a Cauterize. It didn't really burn through his health bar that much. I'm actually surprised. He does mount up. Immediately just mounts up. He needs to get himself a good breath, good proper combo. This person's still available for Curdy, but he's gonna hit him with a breath. Breath, Poly, do you have enough of a go? G-Pi into probably Meteor, right? Probably G-Pi, Meteor, and get out of there. Yeah, Curdy, he can't get slowed. Unfortunately, he can't get really slowed. Camo, an aim shot, true shot, rapid fire, and you're 20% HP. I don't think we've ever had marksmanship hunters like what Pharaohs used to do, or Rogues used to do, or Pallies used to do in duels, or Demon Hunters for that matter, or Monks for that matter. I feel like we've had certain specs that were like dominating 1v1 specifically. Maybe like if you talk about like dueling outside of Durachar, maybe they were really good for 1v1. Oh yeah, wait, hold on. Mage Kings I think just wins against Kurdy. Did he though? Hold on a second. I'm just yapping out here. I didn't realize Mage King's actually putting in some work. Hold on a second. He's got that altar, so he could potentially reposition with altar. He's got invis. He's a decent spot. But I think he might have to sit down for Magefoot. Might just have to sit down for Magefoot. Now it's going to be down to Kurdy to find an angle. And Mage Kings, unfortunately, he can't heal like Kurdy can. Magefoot, he picked up a little bit of healing. Silence immediately. Kurdy is just close enough to land the fear. But he's going to go for that Rift Breath to follow. I don't think you can do much. Mage Kings, I thought you disappeared into the void, but apparently not. Do you have enough? He's blinking away. He's at least got shields. Kurdy still keeps taking that chip damage with the G-Pi. That wall does land perfectly. Kurdy can at least build some resources off that thing. Mage King sitting down for whatever food he can. Invis, does he fear? Trying to see if he can find him. He does know exactly where he's at. Oh, what the hell was that? Mage King just, what'd you collapse on him? What was that? Kurdy was okay and they just popped. Huh? Lemon is going to be up next. It doesn't look like he wants to give Mage Kings even a chance here. Block's not available for Mage King for a while. Does land the breath. Into a poly. Does land a poly. Did I poly DR? Trinket. Oh, he does have a human racial, I think. Altar. He's going to blink. Can always altar. Into a poly right after. The other trying to see if he can land the G-Pipe. And Lemon just having to waddle out of there. Oh, Meteor does avoid it. But these are some Vivifys for him too. Mage Kings needs something here. He needs something, anything. Lemon just going for Vivifys, giving him a chance to at least get a heal. Images are going to be kind of sort of helpful. He just needs to be very, very careful. I don't know if he has any way to reposition. He was going to need a... Oh, never mind. I was going to say he needs a block, but Lemon just came in for the kill. He decided to go for a big old kick. Just didn't give him a chance. Holy Nelly. How you doing, Nelly? Oh, there, Nelly. I love the Devourer, man. It's so good. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Although, unfortunately, they do die in a lockdown, it feels like. In cap, it is going to give Lemon a chance here. Got himself a leg soup. Nelly, unless you have a trinket. I don't think you are. Do you have one, do you? Blur? I'm not sure what happened. Not 100%. An attempt was made, at the very least. At the very least. And the reason why I'm not going to say anything here is because I actually do want Nelly to come back and do more duels. Don't know exactly. They don't have to be good trinkets. Okay, yeah, that would do it. Yeah, that would do it. Yeah, you know what they should have done for the season? They should have allowed people to just buy PvP gear. Like, to make it a little bit easier just so you could get some PvP items before the season's over. At least, like, bare bones honor gear, right? And then sell the Conquest gear for honor, like they used to do in previous seasons. I feel like they should have done that. I know that getting Conquest isn't that difficult. I guess you can just go do the crate drops for a couple of hours until you're fully geared, but it's not the most engaging version of PvP, honestly. Not the most engaging. But yeah, gonna be Lemon just trying to see if he can back up out, dude. For Lemon, it's gonna come down to, I guess, locking down Radimus and trying to make whatever damage he can. I actually do wonder how, because we haven't seen too many Windwalkers. We've seen like one, I think, so far since pre-patch. But it's gonna be Alexiup. Does Lemon have enough output? Trinket immediately got himself the full burst available with the Yulon, which is going to give him a lot of haste so he can get a bunch of abilities back very, very quickly. Quick interrupt onto Radimus. He's just not letting Radimus cast. He's still going to go for Searing Glare. I don't even know if it connected. He just having to go for Lay on Hands, but it's barely letting him get any recovery. Bubble to follow. Radimus into a bubble. Got himself immune. Lemon just tried to see if he can live. He got a port in case he needs it. He did go to Zenith. He did use Zenith. He got himself Zhuwen. Is just, oh my god, the touch of death. Well done. Well done. Is Monk actually good? His healing is a little on the lower end, which is unfortunate, but there's not much you can really do about it. Heads Tracker is going to be up next. Heads Tracker. Okay, I got the name wrong. What is your Mog? Looking like... Actually, I kind of like that. It's like a very Diablo-like set. Like, once you stop moving, I'll be able to see your Mog for sure. Yeah, look at that. I like it. Very Diablo-esque set. I guess the Shadowlands gear would do it, right? But the cloak, how the fire emanates off of it, really, I think, adds to it. What was that hard, dude? It looked like you didn't even have a line of sight of Lemon. But he's going to have to go for in-cap immediately. Do you go for Karma early? Just going to go for mobility. Just gonna try to see if he can vivify himself. He's not playing Dawnlight by the looks of it though, so at least he's a big hammer build. For Lemon, hey, this could be an opportunity for you to make something happen. At least you don't have to deal with the constant dot pressure. Heads Tracker trying to see if he can play the manly man build of the Paladino. Does go for a trinket immediately here. Lemon trying to see if he closes the gap into a Karma. Could be a bop if he ever wanted to. Shield of Evidence is going to get reversed back to Heads Tracker. Hodge is just going to keep Lemon in place for a moment. Blind to follow. Unfortunately, it's going to feel really, really rough. Lemon does go for a bit of healing. Fist of Fury picking up whatever health he can. Actually doing a decent bit of damage. Heads Tracker having to go for a bubble. Lemon looking to back himself out. Hold on. Lemon gets a burst. Hold on. Lemon gets a burst. Don't discount him. Next trinket, next stun, however, is going to be very, very deadly. In cap to follow. Nice. Very, very well done. Oh my god, your health. Your health. Borrowed health with a Battle Master trinket. You're going to be able to trinket next Hodge at least. I just don't know if you can really do much off of that. Unless you just end it right here. Just got to land the kill. Big. Oh, lay on hands unfortunately does stop the go with a hammer coming down. I didn't realize this man had a lay on hands still cooked up. But does end up taking him. And it looks like Saya is going to be up next. What is your mog? What is... Okay. I like the gladiator look, but I hate that helmet. Outright hate that helmet. I hate everything about that thing. Mostly because it's a WAD helmet. And I didn't like WAD. I did not like it. There were some cool armors, but that one I can't abide by. I can't abide by. Give me like the most ugly looking mop gear and I'll be fine with that. But what? No. Not that thing. Not that helm. Not a fan. Is going to be immune out for Head Tracker. Saya, unfortunately, is going to have that Dawn Light constantly burning down the Paladin to try to go for Flash of Lights. All he can do in this situation is human ratio the next stun and maybe land a couple of stuns and burst on his own onto Saya. Hopefully land a crit or two. That's about all you can really do. Looking over to my Hunter? Sure. That's fine by me. Surround myself to the monk would be bad? Yeah, I actually did quite a big crit damage. I don't know if what was it that really got you the damage output, but the leg kicks, man, right? The sun kicks were doing work. And Arthur is going to be the last one left over for the team 1. Does he get himself a chance here to make something happen? I mean, Saya got Bop, Spell Warden, so he's got Bubble, Lay on Hand still, a helm that I just do not like. He's got a lot. I mean, the belt is fine. All the shoulder is fine. Weapon is fantastic. Johnny's fantastic. But like that helm in particular, I just can't abide by that thing. I just can't abide by it. Arthur got himself big cleaves down onto Saya. Shield of Vengeance is up wall to wall for Paladino. Arthur is actually getting kind of lower in health. It's going to be an immune out for Saya really, really early. Arthur having to go for lay on hands. He just tried to see if he can maybe lay on hands and back away from Saya. I really think maybe he should have went for Spell Warden too, so then there's no opportunity for him to even take damage to his health bar. Bubble's out. And Saya's gonna have to go for a bubble. So after actually using the bubble super aggressively, might have put him in a rough spot unless he lands the crit he needs to take down Saya. Hodge to follow. I think Saya just takes it. I think Saya just turns it around with a lay on hands. He just kept that thing in the back pocket. I didn't realize Saya would be able to do that. Mage Kings is Fire Mage. Not bad, by the way. Not bad at all. I don't know what happened to the Curdy at the end there with a burst, but not bad whatsoever. Atha, we're gonna be getting Crazy Cat back in your group here in a second for one more. As long as we have groups, so don't tell your group, yo, don't go nowhere. You're just swapping. If you can for me, por favor, you beautiful butterfly. Or if you need my help to get Nelly in, we can get him in. I can help. I can just invite him directly. All right, Nelly, let me know when you're good, and I'll send you that invite because I got you here in Real ID. Oh, okay, I got you. I can just suggest invite. There we go. We can send it again. Johnny, Saya, is your group all good to go again? We'll go one more, man. Need one? Okay. We'll just have to wait then. Are you guys listed? You might need to pass lead to Johnny Boy. Need one. Yeah, try to list up. We'll see if we can get you guys a +1. Okay. Oh, I'll list it up. That works too. I'll list it up. That works too. Just pass me lead. There you go. Yeah, unfortunately I'm not that one. I'm not the savior. Who else can I invite, man? If there's anybody at all. I'll do a quick scan, but no promises, chat. Ooh, Horde Slayer. Hey, hey. Oh, I can't type for some reason. What the hell? Hey, hey. We got some... Okay, I'll let Horde Slayer know. That's Bilbo. Bilbo joined these deals before. Yo! Sabo! Duels? See if he's down, dude. I'm just gonna hit him up. Sabo! My man! I want to see if he'll be interested. I'll go one run. Fantastic. Fantastic. We got him, boys. We got the boy. We got the man, the myth. Oh, baby. Yo, let Sabo go first. Seriously, this team, let Sabo go first. Let him go first. Let him go first, man. Just let him go first. I'm going to make Sai lead. Let Sabo go first, just because I don't want him to go late, super late with high giga dampening. Let him play a game, right? Let him play a game, boys, yeah? Do me a solid. Do me a solid. Okay, I need to switch out to Alpha Man. And we're gonna do the good old, the grand. Let Sabo play. Let my boy Sabo play. Oh, man. What is this? XML, share, tab system, tabs, LUI. Blizzard, I've been getting more random Blizzard UI issues. Ever since they gave, like, put up your own UI. Playing DK earlier and was just giving me errors back to back. It must have been someone else's group, man, or something. Must have been something going on. I hit reload and everything, but I'm still doing things. Yeah, let Sabo go first, man. I just don't want him to go super late. I don't want him playing into dampening. None of that, right? He's playing one match, man. I want him to get a proper match. Proper duels. Especially if he has to go up against paladins, which, like, there's 3 paladins on team 1. Let him at least play no dampener game, right? At least give him a chance, boys. Alrighty, switch. My boy. He back. And he's got the good mog too. Oh my god. It looks so... Dude, I love his Doomfist mog. It's so good looking. Oh, it's so good looking. I don't see a lot of people running around with that whole, like, that specific Arathi set, man. Ever. I don't see that at all. Radimus is going to be first up. Swapping out from an adaptation to a normal trinket, and Sabo playing that Frost Shock route, which is super interesting. He's got himself the Zappy Totem, bunch of damage on Radimus, who's got himself lots of magic damage immunity, but I think the physical damage still goes through. I think those wind strikes are still physical. I think the auto attacks are still physical, so he's still able to puncture through Radimus's immunity. He's not completely immune, only part of that damage is gone. Those Tempest, for example, are not going away. Tricky immediately for Sabo. He's having to go for a little bit of survivability here. Got himself self-heals and a movement totem in order to try to stay on top of Radimus as best as he can. But it looks like lay on hands for Radimus. He's having to burn through a lot of those forbearance abilities. Sabo trying to see if he can maintain himself as best as possible. Blind to follow, and Radimus backing up out of there. He only's got a bubble left. So for Sabo, if he can potentially get some huge damage going and going for massive burst, I mean that bubble, he's going to be able to use it pretty early on. Sabo does need to really be careful with his health though. Sun into Wake of Ashes. Radimus doesn't have wings with this, but he's going to be able to do that Dawn Light damage, though that Earthy Elemental is going to be super helpful. And that Counter-Strike Totem is going to end up hurting Radimus a lot, because that damage Sabo is taking, it's just going to hurt him bad as well. Sabo does have a wall coming up somewhat soonish, still does have a burrow down, is going to position the totems into a bubble right after. May decide to go for a burrow. Yeah, he's just going to have to use his immunity versus Radimus, since that's an immune for immune. The thing is, though, Radimus still has a trinket. Sabo doesn't have one, though. So I don't know how Sabo is going to do here. He does have a Warlock House, so might just have to burn it here. He also does have a Bloodlust. May potentially have to go for a Lust. There goes the Lust. Got him some Tempest. As long as he's got Maelstrom, maybe he can heal off of it. He needs to spend Maelstrom in order to get a big heal. I don't know if he has the mana. I just don't know if he has the livability here. Unfortunately, it does go down. I was thinking, man, so close. So close, but something at some point it looks like Maelstrom, it wasn't letting him really heal himself anymore. He was setting lightning bolt and then he had to hard cast a heal. I'm not sure what happened there specifically, but it is going to be Radimus going all the back just to get some HP. It is going to put him in a decent spot. Is what's Rice doing? Is he up next? Is he switch up? It looked like it was going to be Curdy, or is it Curdy? Is it Rice? Which one is it going to be? Looks like it's gonna be Rice. Looks like it's the boy playing the Destrum. Radimus, last year played against Rice. In this arena specifically, he did not feel good because he just got kited out. He got reflected on a Hodge, and Soulfire just melted him. Plus bolts. Bolts didn't feel good either, but Soulfire in particular was a pretty nasty culprit. Rice just trying to see if he could position away from Radimus, at least for a second there. At least for a moment. And Radimus, I mean, he's got flashy lights, but it's really about like he got a trinket. It's just not having that immune. Like that's what I'm talking about. Like he could maybe handle freedom, just waddling at Rice. Soulfire, Infernal, all the big damage. Just gonna have to take it to the face. Mortal Call right after Fear to follow up. Just getting bolted by Fiend with a shot of Fear from a distance. Just trying to see if he can maybe cut across. Wait a second, maybe it was all a bluff. He's like, oh, look at me. I'm such a slow paladin. I'm so defenseless out in the open. Horse! Second horse. I got your number. I'm taking you out right here, right now. Rice having to go for a reflect here early does mean that Radimus has an opportunity to go for a Hodge. And dampening isn't super high, so he can actually keep himself alive. Maybe that was the point for Radimus. Like, you know what? I'm going to waddle towards Rice. I'm just going to save my mobility until I cut close. Once I'm closing that gap, now I'm moving just to counter the port and the gate and then the charge and all that. I think that's what Radimus has to do. He has to just walk up. He has to just walk up at Rice. He's gonna get that succubus slow. It's gonna suck, but you have to start making your way to him, and then use mobility to catch up. Because Rice right now is gonna expect you to run. He's gonna port, and then he's gonna be there, and then you're just stuck. Do I prefer outlaw PvP and sub? Dirty Dick Murphy? I personally like outlaw. I just prefer it. It's just been my preference for like ever and ever and ever. So for me, I'm probably gonna continue playing outlaw heading into midnight, unless it's like completely just unplayable, which I'm hoping it was looking pretty solid enough. So probably outlaw. I personally prefer outlaw. Sub was good. Sub's got a lot of burst. Sub can do lockdowns and great CC. You definitely got a lot more control, but I just prefer outlaw, man. I like it. It's a preference for me. It's honest to God just a preference. I have more fun playing that. Even if Outlaw is like garbanzo beans for a season, I literally have more fun playing Outlaw than Subtlety. It's just me, man. It's a problem with me. You know what I mean? I got the dice in my brain. I can't stop gambling. Gambling with the specs. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. But it generally was looking pretty good. Like just auto-attacking people down was pretty viable. Yeah, there goes Radimus trying to see if he cut across. Mortal Cold immediately out for Rice with the Fear to follow. Did he go for AoE Fear? No, he just went in for full burst. Got himself a bit of that haste. Soulfire on top of it, trying to see if he can make some burn happen. And Radimus is going to back up out of it immediately. Rice is now trying to see if he can get himself an angle. But right now, I think Radimus is in a good spot. Like Rice is going to want to close that gap. You ported right on top of him. I didn't realize you had the port set up right then and there. You don't have a gateway, do you? Try to see if you can run away. Reflect. As long as you don't Hodge or reflect, you'll be okay. Try to see if you can reposition. Shadow Fury. Do you have anything to follow up? Bolt 1. It's going to be the Shield of Vengeance. Bolt didn't even break through it. Crazy. Unfortunate. At 27% dampening, that shield still holds them. And Rice trying to see if he can get himself in a better position. So far with Radimus, it looks like after his first duel with Rice, where he found himself kind of in the middle, getting just feared and CC'd back and forth by the Warlock, he's trying to be extra careful right now. Plan to play Devour Demon Hunter, but depending on how level 90 feels, I might gonna stay MM. 90 should feel pretty good. My healing, yeah, Arthur, your healing. I don't know if you blame Radimus or you blame Rice, but you gotta blame one of them because they're both really impacting your healing output, man. Your dampening and the suffering. Yeah, seriously. Well, actually, Radimus going for Lay on Hands, even just through Rain of Fire. Reflect. As long as you don't hide yourself, you'll be fine. Rice, if you got any more burst damage right now, would be the time to do it. Stun trinkets out of you immediately. If you got any damage to follow up, you just try to see if you can cut it out. Shadow Fury. You can't really go for Bolt, but I think if he just incinerates... Oh, bubble. Never mind. Just a bubble. Drop it on Infernal. Got himself a gateway. I feel like Rice is used to get himself an angle just to end this duel. Because the longer this goes on, the worse it's going to be for him. Radimus does have Spell Warden. So you could always cut across with Spell Warden, and if you can time the immunity at the right time when Rice can't go anywhere. Radimus, you think Radimus is the guy? Yo, these paladins are calling you out, Radimus. Your friendly paladins are calling you out, dude. Even Sai is just like, yo, it's Radimus, dude. It's Radimus drawing this out. Come on, man. You think paladins will band together to support each other? They're just like, yo, Radimus is making this duel go way too long, man. Blame and dampening on poor Radimus, dude. He's just trying his best. He's just a young man, dude. Leave him alone. He's gonna go for that immunity board out for Rice. Does have a wall. Can't fear him. I think in this wall, you just gotta dump a bunch of bolts into him or something. Just gotta min-max it. I want to know both PvP and PvP, but I'm stuck between sub and outlaw. Both should be good. If you're not sure, just play sub. If you're not 100%, play sub. Play sub. It seems to be the favorite by Blizzard a lot of the times. It is gonna be some cone flags, and Rice does get a cone flag on him. But Shadow Burns too. Shadow Burns. I'm gonna just say Shadow Burn with some cone flags. Haven't seen you in a minute. Love the beard. What's up, Smeagol? How you doing, my man? Hope you're doing good, my guy. And Mage Kings. He's playing against a bunch of these boys. I don't think he's playing against Rice. Looking back at me. It's almost looks like you're looking back and like, why are you zooming on me, Dal? Huh? Why are you zooming on me? All right. I think you're just gonna wait for Rice to come to him, right? Are they honor dueling each other? Is that what's happening? Yo, I haven't seen this in a hot second. Are we actually dueling? Proper honor duel. Oh, baby. Hell yeah, dude. Look at that. They even timed the bow. Oh, and he just yorked him in. Yo, Curdy. Curdy just like, yo, we're gonna get this duel. Separate him. Walk 10 paces. Fight. Reflect up for Rice really early. Succubus does get CC. Quick interrupt on the fire. Combust and everything is available. Nova him down. Rice got himself a dark pack, but he's still getting torn up by the Succubus. Not Succubus, by the Phoenix. It's going to be stunned to Mage Kings, who does go for what looks like a normal trinket to break out of it. And has got himself big damage firing on. Fear to follow. Bolt right after. This is where Rice needs to make sure he get himself that soul fire at some point. If he can't get soul fire, he's going to be behind, man. Scorch. Oh, he's trying to see if he can land a Scorch. Oh, dude, that Scorch. It looks like a Scorch hits hard. It looked like he had like 10% health and Scorch just eliminated all of it. They made Execute for a Fire Mage real good. Some is it later in the season? Can we get some gear test Outlaw? If you want to try Outlaw, you know what? Yeah, do this. Try Outlaw at the start of the season and then switch over to Subtlety at the end of the season. I think start out with Outlaw and you'll be just fine. Yeah, no time for show. Damn, 50%. Yeah, seriously. I feel you on that, Curdy. I feel you on that. Mage Kings, last time versus Curdy, he did get some random bouts of damage at the end. I don't know what it was, but he's going to have to do, I think, the same thing. He's going to have to use mobility to close the gap with Curdy, CC him, Phoenix, full combust, get the damage out. Curdy is going to have to be very careful to silence that combust immediately, but also position himself to dodge the Phoenix. So he's going to have to save that fade with mobility to just outrun it as fast as possible. He might just have to hang around by a pillar just to make sure he can dodge the Phoenix. Being out in the open, he's going to put him in a rough spot. Mage Kings could try to see if he can cut in the middle, cut across, and catch Curdy in between the pillars. That ideally would be his best situation. But Curdy, I think, is going to want to set a pillar. I think he needs it. Otherwise, if he just takes full damage from the Phoenix, it's going to be over. 10 minutes into the match, 56% dampening. You ain't going to be able to heal much. Breath does not connect for Curdy. This is huge. If Curdy finds himself actually in between the pillars, he decided to move. Well, Mage Kings went for an invis. If he's in position, Curdy is away from a pillar. Oh, I don't know if Mage Kings could have doubled back to him. I don't know if he could have blinked in and then polymorphed him off of that. Maybe he could have. But yeah, I think he needs Curdy out away from any pillars if he can help it. He's just going to chill back here. He's just going to chill. Because I think he does need it. Mage King is fine waiting because he got breath coming back up and other cooldowns as well. Just fight. No, yeah. Yeah, fight. Yeah, might as well, right? Might as well. Got him some shields, pyros. Yo, the pyros, dude. Even just a fire, couple fire blast, pyro, combust immediately. Whoa, look at that meteor. He's just going in. He's not giving Curdy a chance there. That's a real aggressive blink around the corner. And the meteor really does connect. Curdy is going to be hurting a little bit. That is dispersed super early. Got himself a bit of desperate prayer, a little bit of healing. This is where Mage Kings, I think, is just going to back up out and wait, right? He's going to have to. You got shields, you got BE. He got silence, he got fear, he got PI. He definitely does not want to give Curdy PI though, or remove it rather. Or no, Curdy doesn't want to give Mage King's PI. She's gonna have to use PI with a silence, with a fear, and then blast him. So Mage King is forced to like spend a global just stealing. I think that would be the play for Curdy. Like just use it through your burst, biggest damage, and then if he steals it, that's fine. As long as he doesn't go for combustion again. What is it called on a combustion, by the way? They shorten it. It used to be 2 minutes, but now what is it? Is it a 1.5, 1.3? Because it definitely feels like it's like nothing, not existent. Alter time really early for Mage Kings. Might be able to put Curdy in a rough spot. Try to see if you can hit him with a breath. AoE fear is gonna hit him with a altar. Curdy is behind there with the Phoenix. He's gonna get attacked. The Phoenix is doing decent damage. He can't stay with the Phoenix. Silence on the Mage Kings. He needs to reposition away from the bird. And decided to use that silence really aggressive, really early. PI is available, also super early. Mage Kings with a block, with a wall. Try to see if he can maybe take it down. I like how he gets like a pickaxe to just knock it down. It's hilarious. Actually, it's so funny. Chill, we have a bit of time till 100% damp. True, 70%. We're making our way, dude. 2 more minutes and it's gonna be 100%. For Mage Kings, he's got, dude, combustion is much shorter of a cooldown, isn't it? Is it shortened down to 1.5 minutes, CD chat? If it's 1.3, that's crazy. If it's 1.5, that makes sense. Because I'm so used to it being 2, but you get cooldown reduction. Usually like crazy amount. Wait, is Mage Kings literally gonna wait? Curdy, I think, is trying to see if he can pull all the cooldowns together. He's trying to pull Disperse, he's trying to pull VE, unless he's DC'd, which I don't think he's DC'd. Yeah, no, he's not. Disperse immediately, seen combustion. No, I think he knows he needs to disperse a combustion. That's going to be the one thing he can't really deal with all that easily. He has to disperse it. And now that he's dispersed it, maybe he can go for return. Maybe he can come back. Maybe he can double back. Get some damage of his own. A couple of tentacle slaps, maybe a silence. He wants to make sure that Mage Kings isn't taking him, putting him out in the middle of nowhere. I think there's an opportunity for Curdy just to get in and get some tentacle slaps. Invis. So Mage Kings is going to be able to get the opener. Does he go in aggressively? He does have a meteor coming up really soon. Does he just blink in breath? He could. It's a really like I know it's like a very slow match between the two, but I feel like it could end very quickly. Trinket, silence by Curdy, fear to follow up, needs to get himself a good angle. He's gonna go for a mind control. Just CCing Mage Kings the entire time. He's waiting for something. He's definitely waiting for something. Is he waiting for like a silence? He's got to be waiting for something. I feel like this duel is gonna end in 2 seconds. Once one of them makes a big mistake, it's just gonna be over. Make sure you just play soccer with the boys. Like at this point, like I'm just wondering where it's gonna go. Unless it's just gonna be like a really weird drawn out duel. It's probably gonna end like 2 seconds. It's gonna be full combust available. Phoenix as well. Curdy just staying mounted up just so you can get mobility out of there. Meteor coming down. Fade for a second. Fear onto Mage King's bird is gonna try to attack him. The meteorites are not gonna feel good either. This guy trolling? I don't think he is. I think Curdy is literally trying to play around the 83% dampening and the fact that he is not going to get any healing whatsoever. I think he needs to make sure he got himself the cleanest go versus Mage Kings, like build up momentum and then take it all the way home. I think that's what he needs to do. I think he literally has to play it like this until he's like in a perfect spot. He got full health. He's got Disperse, so he can now match up any kind of burst out of Mage Kings. He's got the tentacles, right? He's starting to make some damage happen. But I think he needs to have a perfect go with a sphere, with a silence, just so there's like no gap for Mage Kings to return fire at all. And that combustion is really difficult. I really don't think he's messing. For only one game, 100% damp. Are we actually? Yeah, I think, or maybe they're just, maybe Curdy's like, you know what, let's just go 100% damp. Maybe that's his plan. Maybe that's his goal. Apparently. We don't ever get 100% damp games, but this is one, man. Interrupted the Curdy, got himself PE. Phoenix around the corner. He's not in a great spot. He needs to find someone to work with. PI is available. He's got himself the Rift. Tentacle around the corner. Needs to get whatever damage he can. Disperse just to recover whatever health he can. Mage Kings is going to be taking some damage here, so maybe Curdy is trying to see if he can play through the dot-based gameplay. Right? Let the dots do work. Fear onto Mage. Got himself the Tentacle Slam with an Azathian. I don't know if he goes in for a Massive Spell. He has the mana for it. Not like he's going to use the mana to really heal himself. I don't think. But Mage is trying to see if he can get himself out of there, if at all possible. For Curdy, I mean, he does see eyes, so he's gonna be able to see it even if you go invis. He doesn't have invis. Does he just go in, or is he actually just letting the? Now I'm starting to think Curdy's actually just letting this game go to 100% dampening. It is actually going to be 100% damp, huh? Does he think he can win it? I mean, I guess Mage King doesn't have a block anymore. So maybe Curdy's just like, well, I guess these Paladinos and a Hunter on the other team, maybe just like dot and rot him. Maybe that is the play. Maybe that is the plan. I'm gonna have to fast forward through a lot of this, by the way. I'm gonna have to fast forward through a lot of this duel, man. I think because I was like the entire time thinking, okay, now something's gonna happen. No, they're just a stalemate. Now something's gonna happen. Another stalemate. At this point, it's just too much. You guys are edging this too hard, man. Edging it a little too hard. Big combust available. Silence immediately by Curdy. Goes in for a fear. Trying to dodge the bird. Dodging all those meteorites. That's a big ultra for Mage King to reposition all the way back to the far side of the pillar. 99% dampening. Curdy, you ain't healing, man. You ain't healing. But the dots are eventually going to take down Mage Kings. He's trying to sit down for Mage Food. It is not doing anything. It is actually 100% damp. And now Curdy somehow picked up some health, dude. I don't know where you got the health from, but he's max health now. And he's got himself shields at the very least. I don't know if the shields will do much, but at least they're there. Poly to follow. Mage King's trying to see if he can go for a G-Pie. Wait, has Atherman tried to heal him? Oh, it's okay. Because his healing is literally 0. He's literally healing him for nothing. It looks like it's a heal, but it's 100% dampening. You ain't healing nothing. It's actually 0. Literally plus 0 health. Maybe even -1 health. Dampening so high it's in a negative. Wait! And there goes Curdy's move. There goes his gamble. All the dots. Everything is in. He just loaded him up full of dots and is Mage King gonna die? This was what Curdy was building up for, dude. This is exactly what he's building up for. I don't think that Phoenix can really do much. If Curdy just dies here from Scorches, I will be amazed. Mage King's gonna block here very, very soon. I think he plays around the block, honestly. Those images are gonna do some damage too. He goes silent. Block. Blocked it. Wait, Curdy, do you die? No shot, Curdy dies. No shot, Curdy. After setting up this big combust, after setting up this big dampener, he gets killed. Mage King's on top. And I like how Cauterized didn't even do damage to him. I don't even know how. Yeah, he's got nothing. He can't heal. Lemon, you also cannot heal either. All Mage Kings can do is alter to reposition. But next big kick and it's over. Still loses. It's crazy. Actually so crazy. I think he was trying to see if he could just rot and dot Mage Kings, but he wasn't going to let him. Now, Mage Kings used to be very, very careful with Lemon. Karma is going to be the end of you. Yeah, Karma is going to be the end of you. Big kick. Good punch. Unless Mage Kings could just go in for the biggest burst from a distance and just end this duel. Wall. Okay, well, it's making Lemon run. Maybe just combust and just pop off everything. Breath. I don't know if he has blinks or anything. Combust, incap. You could, oh, touch of death. I was thinking maybe just Karma, but nah. Nah, he really needed to like get on Polymer from CC, put him out in the open, let the Phoenix attack him, and then maybe go in for like a Nova. Crazy Nelly, you gotta have to use something immediately, bro. You gotta have to use something immediately. Karma on the turtle. I think you just die either way, right? Breaks out of it. Nah. He tried. Pallies, go. You guys gotta make something happen. Unless Lemon just picks up 4. Oh my god. What did you make it 100%, not more? Wait, is it actually? It can't get more than 100, can it? I don't think it can get more than 100, or is it still scaling up for you guys? Because for me it says 100. All good, Crazy. All good, man. All good, my guy. It happens. Lemon doesn't have a trinket. For Arthur, he just got to get himself a big bonk and it's over, right? Yeah, as soon as Ring of... Yeah. Big bonk. All these hammers. All these hammers. Saya, you have immune. Arthur is immune. I feel like whoever presses immunes first wins. These two do have a lay on hands. So if they press a lay on hands, they will get a heal. If they press lay on hands, they will actually heal through dampening. If they do have that ace up their sleeve. Spell Warden immediately for Arthur. Spell Warden for Saya. They're countering each other. Next stun, I think, might be able to force a bubble out of the other guy. And Arthur needs to be that guy to stun him. He needs to be the one to lay the stun first. He needs to save this duel, wait, have it last long enough to get himself a lay on hands. Stun onto Saya, trinkets out of it. May have to go for a bubble. May have to bubble. Wait, big hammers, lay on hands. Saya also with lay on hands. It's going to be anyone's game. I think he just bubble it. Bubbles it. Does Saya bubble later? He's trying to see if he can live. He's trying to see if he can live. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe. Arthur knows he can get a bubble at him with a... Oh, there goes the bubble. Now it's a question, can Saya Atherman live? He got no mobility, unfortunately. None. But hey, he survived that onslaught. Does he have a stun? If he has a Hodge, he wins this. Hodge, is this it? Wake of Ashes. Oh, and down goes the boy. Oh my. I can't believe Duel versus Curry and Mage King lost as long as it did, but it just ended like that. That was wild. I actually had a duel that lasted 20 minutes into 100% dampening. You know I'm gonna have to cut out a good portion of that, right? I'm gonna have to shorten it a little. Man. Well, I feel like we ended that one, boys. I feel like we ended that one. Kimpachi or Saba did say it was just gonna be his one game. So we'll call it there. Thank you all. You guys are wonderful. Beautiful. Thanks so much for watching and joining. I appreciate it. Max 100. Imagine if you go beyond 100. It's just like healing starts to damage him. Mr. Dally, how are you doing? What's up, Iris? Hope you're having a good one. Had ourselves a hell of a match, hell of a duels tonight. And tomorrow we'll be doing duels on NA. Tomorrow duels, I'm gonna go live an hour later, try to see if that helps out the NA homies, because it looks like we get our duels actual games. Like first hour of duels, we're just looking for people, and then last hour we actually get some games going. So we're gonna try to see if we can get up and running at 6 p.m. instead of 5 p.m. So an hour than normally do. We'll see how that goes. This is the experiment. Ready for midnight? Pretty much ready. Pretty much ready. It's like 2 weeks, and we're good. And we're playing. Like in this time in 2 weeks, I'll probably will be leveling a character through the midnight in early access. So it'll be exciting. But we got duels this week, we got duels next week, and then week after, we can't because it'll be midnight will be then. Midnight will be out. I don't know if they'll even like. Can we even do PvP on the week of? I guess we might be able to, right? Some people will have leveled up, but we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, you guys have a good one. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you all so much for popping in. I appreciate ya. I'm gonna go get some work done, get some food. I'm hungry. But I'll see you guys all in the next one. See you tomorrow, actually. Alrighty, boys. Alrighty. Peace.